with potential for excellence by the UGC. SS Jain Subodh PG College, Jaipur is more than just an educational institution. It is a beacon of hope and inspiration for students and communities alike. With its unwavering commitment to excellence, the college continues to illuminate the path of success for generations to come. ईश्वर ने भी कीमती रत्न गिन के ही बनाए हैं। ईश्वर ने भी कीमती रत्न गिन के ही बनाए हैं और उन रत्नों में से भी सबसे कीमती आज हमारे बीच आए हैं। तो सभी लोग बहुत ही जोरदार तालियां हमारे आज के गेस्ट्स के लिए।
Today's chair of the conference, Professor Abhay Upadhyay sir, has an impressive career history. He has served as the head of the ABST department at University of Rajasthan, as well as the principal of Commerce College, University Jaipur. He has also had position as the head of Department of Physical Education and secretary of the Sports Board at the same university. Currently, he works as a coordinator at the University of Rajasthan. His academic background is outstanding, with numerous research papers and published several books in his credit. He has also contributed significantly in the field of social work at University of Rajasthan and DSWS department also. I request Dr. Vikas Bharati sir to felicitate sir with flowers and memento.
Beside our chairperson, we have our beautiful co-chairperson, Professor Mamta Jain ma'am. इनके लिए हर जगह इत्र ही नहीं महका करते, हर जगह इत्र ही नहीं महका करते, कभी कभी शख्सियत भी खुशबू दे जाती है और ऐसी ही एक सम्मानीय शख्सियत हमारे सबके बीच पधारी है, प्रोफेसर ममता जैन मैम, co-person of the session. Ma'am is a professor of Department of Economic Administration and Financial Management in University of Rajasthan. She has an outstanding journey of 27 years of teaching and research experience of UG, PG, MPhil, PhD, and professional courses. 20 research scholars have been awarded PhD degree, and at present, 6 candidates are registered for doctoral research under her guidance. Currently, she is working as Director, Central Library, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur, Vice President, University Commerce College, Jaipur, Chief Warden, Girls in University of Rajasthan, Jaipur, and Convener, Board of Studies, Department of EFM, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. The series of achievement is never ending, so we like to invite you here and welcome you here with warm-heartedly, ma'am. And now I would like to request Dr. Nandini Sharma, ma'am, to felicitate ma'am with a bouquet of flowers and memento. Beside her, we have our keynote speaker, Dr. Vidisha ma'am. इनके लिए काम करो ऐसा कि एक पहचान बन जाए, हर कदम ऐसा चलो कि निशान बन जाए, यहाँ जिंदगी तो हर कोई काट लेता है, जिंदगी इस कदर जियो कि मिसाल बन जाए। ये लाइन जस्टिफाई करती है हमारी कीनोट स्पीकर के करियर को। Dr. Vidisha Vyas ma'am is currently working as professor at IILM University in Gurugram. Currently, she is teaching economics, international business, mergers and acquisitions in research methodology. She is PhD in economics from IIT Bombay, and international publications of hers are never ending. We welcome you, ma'am, and I would like to call Dr. Payal ma'am to felicitate her. with a memento and bouquet of flowers. साथ ही हमारे अगले कीनोट स्पीकर हैं डॉक्टर आर के टेलर सर। इनके लिए उम्र थका नहीं सकती, ठोकरे गिरा नहीं सकती, उम्र थका नहीं सकती, ठोकरे गिरा नहीं सकती, अगर जिद हो जीतने की तो हार भी हरा नहीं सकती। बिल्कुल सर।
Dr. R.K. Taylor is working as a senior associate professor at the Department of Business Administration, Manipal University, Jaipur. He is an expert in robotic process automation and robotic accounting in India for the last 10 years and developed more than 10 patents and served as a consultant in many education institutions, universities, and business houses for the application and adoption of robotic process automation. He is having more than 16 years of experience in teaching and research. Dr. Taylor has published more than 50 books on the different areas of commerce and management, and more than 60 research papers in the reputed national and international journals. He is also actively associated with the Indian Commerce Association and Indian Accounting Association as EC member and has served as associate editor in the Indian Journal of Accounting. I welcome you, sir, and I request Dr. Shailesh Mathur to felicitate sir with flowers and memento. For processing.
थैंक यू सो मच सर। अब यहाँ से हमारा काम खत्म और एक्सपर्ट्स का काम शुरू। सो आई वांट द एक्सपर्ट्स टू होल्ड द कमांड नाउ। मैम प्लीज प्रेजेंट द प्रेजेंटर्स लिस्ट टू द चेयरपर्सन।
He's there with them. He's there already there.
Sir, please address our audience.
तो दे दो, तुम नई वाली दे दो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। एक बार देखो जाके कि सर कुछ चेंजेस हो सकते हैं इसमें। मैं देख रहा हूँ।
Good track record of organizing very good conferences. I'm very grateful to the management of the Subodh College that they have provided me opportunity to chair a session of the national conference on the topic Synergy 2023 Emerging Trends and Innovations in Commerce and Marketing. It is a two-day conference. Today is second day, and I also have with me my co-chairperson and my colleague Mamta Jain, Professor Mamta Jain. We are having very good academicians here, keynote speaker who are going to enlighten the topic. One is Professor Vidisha Vyas, who is director. She is director in IILM Institute, Academy of Higher Education, and another keynote speaker, a very well-known speaker, Professor R.K. Taylor from Manipal University. We are having, I'm thankful to the moderator, Nandini, Dr. Nandini Sharma, Dr. Needu Jain, and Dr. Anupam Gupta. Now, we are having, the topic is economic transformation and sustainable development, and we are having 10 presenters here. Some are offline mode and some are online mode. We have facility of online facility, accompany us through online mode. So before we start, we set some guidelines I think we must provide, every speaker should finish his presentation within 4 or 5 minutes. 4 5 within 4 5 minutes. So every speaker can get appropriate proper time to express her views. And before starting presentation, I wish that the presenter present herself within 2 3 sentences what he or she is doing, what are his trust area, some introduction about where he is placed, where he or she is placed. So total 10 presenters are there. And before starting presentation from the delegates, I would like to invite our first keynote speaker, Professor Vidisha Vyas, to highlight the current topic of the current session, economic transformation in sustainable development.
Good morning, everyone. It's my first talk at Subodh College, because before coming to Jaipur, I was working with ILM University, Gurugram. And I'm so feeling nostalgic to see Professor from RU, because I was student of RU at one point of time. I did my MA from Department of Economics, and it was a great pleasure to have the senior professors here. And seeing them, it's always, even they have not taught me and we may have never met before, but still feel nostalgic to be the part of the community, and sharing a dais with them is a great honor for me. Thank you so much, sir, for contributing to our lives. And I would also be happy to share that it's great to understand that the Department of, at Manipal University, Department of Commerce and Management is taking a lead in doing robotics management. These areas are very niche area, and I would be looking forward to hear a lot of thoughts from Dr. Taylor as well. So coming to our discussion, so first of all, I'm thankful to SS Jain Subodh College for inviting me to this national conference, Synergy 2023, Emerging Trends and Innovations in Commerce and Management. Today, the world is grappling with an unending string of challenges since COVID 2020 in terms of geopolitics, geoconflict, economic fragmentation, macro financial implications, and ferocity of climate change. So in this backdrop, the theme of technical session, Economic Transformation and Sustainable Development, aptly captures the long-standing quest of humanity to make growth and development against all challenges which we are facing. Let's talk about some of the points on India's story of economic development with special focus on sustainable development. Indian economy rebounded strongly post-COVID at a rate of 9.1% in 21-22 and at 7.2% in 22-23. I'm sorry, I'm going to have a lot of data because we have been taught that there is no meaning of any economic theory if it is not backed by data. So, and that's how we have been taught all these years, and we try to bring it to the practice as well. So moving forward, the IMF have projected that India will contribute 16% to global growth termed it as star performer for the next century. We are expected to grow at 6.5% in 24-25, making it the fastest growing economy in the world and third largest in terms of purchasing power parity. Resilient with high domestic demand, we have made progress in external openness and gained international competitiveness. Domestic demand provided cushion, and various structural reforms implemented in the areas of banking, taxation, inflation, management, and manufacturing sector supported our growth story. Capacity utilization in the manufacturing sector continued to trend up. A continued thrust on capex by the government is boosting investment rigorously. Agriculture sector has kept good momentum. Indian service sector is fast adopting new technologies such as AI, IoT, cloud computing, and data analytics to improve service delivery, reach, and competitiveness in international markets. India has strong external strength thanks to service exports. They have supported India's current account deficit positively. The current account deficit have remained under 2% for almost 10 years. India is also successfully managing inflation. The period of COVID followed by Ukraine war in 2022, India coordinated monetary and fiscal policy to tame inflation. Our Monetary Policy Committee of RBI kept policy repo rate at 6.5% to keep inflation at 5.4%, which is commendable effort on part of the growing economy. What is to watch out is the fintech space, which has transformed traditional financial services, making the system faster, cheaper, efficient, and more accessible. India is currently largest fintech ecosystem in terms of number of fintech operating in India, and it is projected to generate $200 billion by 2030, contributing 13% to global fintech industry, huge number on its own. Further, the JAM Trinity has revolutionized India's fintech ecosystem in terms of financial inclusion. I hope you all are aware as a student about the JAM Trinity, which is Jan Dhan Yojana, Aadhaar, and mobile updation. This ecosystem has fostered financial inclusion, digitalization of financial services, and overall service delivery in the market, making us leader in fintech. Another important aspects of our growth journey is UPI, Unified Payment Interface, which have played phenomenal role in the fintech revolution. Its success story has become the model to be followed across the globe. We are the consultant to various developing as well as developed economy to make them understand how to completely digitalize their own economy. In August 2023, UPI crossed the milestone of record 10 billion transactions in a month, huge number. There was a time when the world used to say India is just running on currency. My US colleagues and fellow researchers used to say that we used to swipe a card for $1. I said we just have a scanner for 1 rupee also. We pay our pan bidi wala also from our UPI. This is a journey which we have covered over the period of time. This shows our resilience in the world. This shows our innovative capabilities in the world. And it is very clear that Indian economy is going to lead the world market in the forthcoming century. Further, for enhancing innovation for economic development and sustainable growth, our various agencies, including RBI, has started pilot runs of India's central bank digital currency, that is the e-rupee, making our transactions more sustainable, easier, and reachable to each and every corner of our 6 lakh villages currently in India. This is going to be a revolution not only for wholesale market, but as well as for retail markets too. India is committed to foster economic growth through sustainable finance, and financial inclusion are key thought behind it. India is committed to priority sector lending, and key to financial inclusion is actually the priority sector lending. The priority sector includes women entrepreneurs, agriculture, mining. So these are the areas which require a lot of hand-holding, and India is doing a phenomenal work in these directions. Our priority sector lending plays a vital role in also ensuring that all marginalized and underserved section of society have access to finance, and the achievement rate of priority sector lending is 44.7% in 2023, highest in the world. We need to bridge the credit gaps in sector like MSMEs, yet women entrepreneurship is pulling up strongly, but a lot of work has to be done in this dimension. Agriculture, we need to support ever and ever, because no food, no farmers, there's no growth story at the end of the day. Financial inclusions enhance the resilience of vulnerable population to risk by providing access to insurance and saving mechanism as well. And our financial systems are doing a lot of tasks to make it completely inclusive. Another important component of India's financial system is NBFC. We cannot forget NBFCs in our growth story. Their widening presence is reflected in rising credit to GDP ratio from 8.6% to 12.3% in last 5 years. Credit growth through NBFCs in double digits, supporting strong capital buffers and healthy balance sheets. NBFCs complemented banks as source of finance, and their job is commendable. Where banks cannot reach, NBFCs are reaching and making the presence. You must have seen the beautiful ad by Mahindra Finance saying that you only see intent to give loan, not the bank balances or collaterals to give the loans. Equity market volatility in India has remained largely stable, giving a lot of confidence to our foreign investors, and it is lower in comparison to the peer emerging market economies. And India is the largest recipient of foreign portfolio investment in 2023. This clearly shows our macroeconomic stability and the trust factor which the current government have bestowed in the world. In bond market yield, our curve is flattening. However, you will be surprised that flattening curve is not a great idea to have. We want a rising curve, but the world is having an inverted U curve, reflecting that the world expectation is on India. Our growth prospects safeguard against ourselves against global spillovers. Our regulations allow us to take any kind of external shocks. Indian currency remains stable as the implied volatility has decreased to 4.08% from 5.22% last year, keeping us one of the stable currency across the globe. Now, coming to the point that the economic success story for emerging market economies or any other country of world cannot be written without focusing on climate change and issues of sustainability. Climate change is manifesting itself at an alarming rate globally, undermining livelihoods, infrastructure, and endangering health, food, and energy securities. However, the good news is that the sectoral composition of India's GDP is skewed towards service sector. 60% of our GDP contribution is coming from service sector, which is emission light area with a relatively lower energy intensity of output and a nation-led a natural lid. It is working as an emission. So we are already controlling a lot of emission as compared to other countries which are highly manufacturing led, though manufacturing writes a strong success story. India is contributing from its own end. By 2023, the renewable energy, including hydro power installed capacity, stood at 177 gigawatts, accounting to 42% of total capacity. India's clean energy target is 500 gigawatt by 2030, taking care of more than 70% of our energy requirement. The share of electronic vehicles in total new sale is rising rapidly in India, and we have crossed 1 million mark in 2022 itself. That's the future which we are looking forward to. Scenarios have been developed on India's roadmap to net zero emission by 2070. We require more energy efficiency, with energy intensity declining 5% by 2070. Green energy should increase to 70% by 2070. And India is committed to COP26 and 27. We have presented our own Panchamrit of India's climate action and COP27. We committed to reach 500 gigawatt non-fossil energy capacity by 2030. We committed 50% of energy requirement from renewable energy by 2030. We committed reduction of carbon emission by 1 billion ton by 2030. We also committed reduction of carbon intensity to 45% by 2030. And we have committed to achieve net zero emission target by 2070. So we are writing our own growth story along with the sustainable development, keeping into mind. And that's commendable from any one of the emerging market economies. India is presenting its case as the world leader, providing a lot of not only inspiration, but monetary as well as technical expertise support to the rest of the world for growing in a sustainable manner. Keeping pace for financial sustainability, RBI have also started issuing sovereign green bonds worth $2.2 billion, which is 16,000 crores, huge investment in its own area. RBI have also introduced framework for acceptance of green deposits backed by Government of India. This clearly shows the commitment from the government, from the monitoring institution, as well as from the citizen of this country. I would like to end by saying that Jal Bindu Nipaten Kramasha Puryate Ghata Saha Hetu Sarva Vidyapana Dharmasya cha Dhanasya cha. It means small drop of water when come together fill up a pot. Similarly, knowledge, good deeds or wealth add up gradually and contribute to your growth and success story. So like water drops, collectively, we have a power to chart a course towards a more prosperous, equitable and sustainable future. We must build an environment where financial inclusion is a reality, where economic opportunities are accessible to all, even to the last marginalized person surviving in this country. Sustainability is going to become the way of life, writing beautiful economic success story. Thank you so much for having me here today. Good day to all.
To Professor Vyas for his scholarly lecture on the economic transformation and sustainable development. She explained the current economic scenario with the help of data, and I think the management of the college is very grateful to select such a keynote speaker in this session. And now I invite our second eminent scholar, Professor R.K. Taylor, my old friend, to throw some light on the topic.
Good morning to all. First of all, I would like to give my special thanks to the organizer who have selected me to introduce the topic of the theme. But starting with the days, respected members on the days and off the days, and my dear colleagues and the students who are the very important part for this present society. The theme of this conference is really very vibrant as the economic development and sustainability, right? So in the present time, we need to understand specifically that what areas are here to develop, which needs to be developed for the present or the future requirement of the business. I would like to start with these, and I'm not means like recently ma'am has shown you a lot of data. So I have the data, but let us talk about the first basic fundamental problems which we are normally having in India. There are three important parameters which we have when we are talking about the business transformation. Now, we are talking about the commerce. My dear friends, commerce is not commerce now. It's commertology. We all are using daily, right? Nothing can be done without technology now here. I'm a man of robotic process automation. Although my base is from accounting and finance, but I have started my career since before 16 years in the robotic process automation, developed more than 16 patents on robotic process automation. Consultant in number of corporates, education institutions, and the experience, whatever I'm sharing to you, that is most important, and it's really very vibrant because it is the need of present scenario. Whether we are in academics or as a student, or we want to develop our consult for the sake of future development or growth, that is most important part. See, the commertology comes with the technological part. Each and everywhere, when we are dealing with the traditional form is exist, and now we are moving forward about the technological form, which is most important. If you remember when e-commerce was started in 2005, there was some free coupons were slotted to the customers. They want to gather the database. Let's say if I want to share my code to other, I'll get 100 rupee. I'll get 200 rupee. I'll get one free ride when Uber came. There was more companies, let's say when Swiggy and Zomato, when they join us. These are just to maintain the sanctity and the choice of conversion. if you talk about the present scenario, the attitude has changed. Our behavior has changed with the technology. Our attitude has changed with the technology. So we need to focus on three major concepts now. That is, what is the applicability aspects of the technology now? What is the awareness level? Do we have the awareness level properly? And then how do we adopt that? So there's a concept called 3A. The first A relates the awareness about any topic. Second A relates about applicability, whether it would be applicable for us or not. And third is relates for the adoption. So whole financial system is transforming now. But in India, we are facing a lot of problem as a literacy ratio. Financial literacy ratio in India is very, very poor. We all are here sitting on dais and off dais. Let us talk about the financial literacy. We are not even financial literate. We don't know how to save money, how to earn money. We don't share our financials to our family members. 60,000 crore rupees unclaimed in RBI with the data, ma'am. 50,000 crore is unclaimed amount in LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India. It's a total economy of Uganda. And we have a lot of amount with us. So now the problem is we are not aware about. So first problem which we need to encounter for business transformation is we need to get the awareness. As a student, we need to talk about the future growth and development, which is the most important. But for that purpose, you need to adopt the technology on day one. Now, in my many lectures, I find some people who are adamant not to adopt technology, and they're having the serious issues. If we adopt technology, we may lose the things. We may lose our money. We may be the fraud part. Let me clear one thing. These are the data. In India, 16,000 cases per day is recorded as a financial frauds. 16,000. And these 16,000 cases in India was done by a person who is only 10th pass or 12th pass. These are the hackers. So I would not say these are hackers. They are the technology aware. How much of us, when we purchase mobile phone, we read the instruction manual? Anyone of? Not a single one. Mobile phone is having how to use your security issues. So we are not concerned about the security issues, and then we blame to the government or the other person. So it's just a basic thing that we need to be aware about the technological issues first, then we go ahead. Coming up on the transformation now, when we talk about business transformation, now see, as a dream, 60 lakh rupees per month, 1 crore rupee per month, it's not a dream now. If you're aware about the technological development, yes, you can do it. During COVID, you might have seen there are a lot of YouTubers grown up. Right? Before 3 days, there's a news in Financial Express that one boy, only 16 years old, he is having their own YouTube channel related to agriculture, only agriculture. His monthly income from YouTube is 60 lakh per month. It's huge. I think we all need to think about it. Right. So these are the concerns because we need to be technology aware and financial aware. These are the first point which I would like to address here. The second thing, when we talk about the adoption and applicability, we need to talk about Industry 4.0 or Industry 5.0. We are shifting from Industry 4.0 to Industry 5.0. Ma'am has recently discussed about the sustainability, development, process and everything, right? But I would say, if we are talking about Industry 4.0, we need to address the major issues, what vulnerability or what bottlenecks we are having with the present business situation. And it is existing. There are a lot of examples during COVID-19 that those who don't adopt technology or who are not aware about the technology, they have lose their businesses. And those who have adopted the technology, their business is growing up. We have ONDC platform. You might have heard about ONDC. Now, this platform has started competition among all the online platforms. And ultimately, the major aim is now end user. Can we get best product, best price, best quality for the end user? That matters a lot with that. So government is focusing on awareness. There are a lot of financial awareness and financial literacy program has been started by our respected Prime Minister Modi ji. Huge fund they have. They just want to give literacy ratio increase. How we can increase the literacy ratio, not even in rural area, but in urban area. One fact with data, more than 30% of the people in rural area are much educated in terms of technology as compared to the urban areas. They are using the benefits of all the government plans and policies which was prepared by the consumers or the end user. But in urban area, people do not know how to get these policies update and how to get benefit out of it. So the concern is business transformation cannot be sustained without economic transformation, which is most important. And how it could be done, we need to encounter the major issues and challenges which we are having, which are available at the present time, and how we are getting support or subsidies from the government, and how we can transfer all these things. I'm standing at the front of academia. High qualified people are here. I would say let us talk about Oxford. Let us talk about Scotland University, Oxford University, right? London School of Economics. There are a lot of courses which are free. You don't need to pay a single penny, but you can get that courses free. This is free for academia or teachers. How much people knows? So the awareness level is very, very poor. Then we come to the business transformation. See, traditional business to future business, there's a path which we need to understand. Presently, there are a lot of funding available to develop your own business. You can be entrepreneur by developing a lot of good ideas. So here, they're focusing on the innovation. If you have good innovation, as a student I'm talking, if I'm a good student, I have something in my mind, I can start some innovative program in Atal Incubation till rupees 2 lakh funding is given by me, given to me by the government. Similarly, big projects are also here to increase our business transformation. As an agenda of Bharat 2047, this is a major concern that every Indian should have their own business instead of they should not transform themselves as a salaried, but they will provide salary to the employees, right? So this is a major funda which we need to address in the present time with the theme of the conference. The third aspect which I am going to discuss, that is called applicability. Now, what happened? We live in a very good country that's called India, Bharat, Hindustan. This is one country who is having denoted by 3 names: Hindustan, Bharat, and India. We have a different mentality. Our students are much more than intelligent with us because they are more aware about the technological aspects. But as a academia, as a teacher, as a mentor, it's important for us to tell them what is the right path, how they can grow themselves, how they can learn out of the technological aspect which is available presently. That matters a lot. So doing a single thing, let's say when we are talking about a speech or when we are talking about any engagement, that engagement does not relate to perceive the proper awareness and proper knowledge related to a particular field. But now the diversification is here. How you get the more advantage out of this environment, this business environment, that matters a lot as a party of your business. Adoption relates whether any of the transformation which we have in service sector. Recently, ma'am has stated out 60% of the people or revenue in GDP is currently associated by the service sector. It is true, 100% true. Because now KPOs are increasing day by day. In India, there are a lot of people who are giving services to abroad in the good companies, and they are getting more amount. So now million or billion is not a dream for each and everybody. But you need to develop your skills for the transformation, and you need to be good for the sustainability. And how sustainability can be done? That can be done only by updating yourself, because this present era and future era is based on the technology. If you adopt the technology, then you will sustain. If you could not adopt the technology, you may be retained out of that. One thing I would like to add in the plan of 25, madam, with education, because I'm working with some plans. By the end of 2025, all the universities and colleges must have their robotic classrooms. So it means you must maintain your CO, PO, PSO, and each and everything would be managed in your system. That will be uploaded by the university or college. And when the teacher came, there would be two teachers. One is the teacher himself or herself, and second is robot. So if you are skipping any point or not clearing any point, that particular intimation would be transferred immediately. So ultimately, that is a good transparency, which is not rated now, but it would be in future. So these type of parameters are coming up day by day. We should develop ourselves for this transformation. And if we are not available with the transformation, ultimately we are in a risk. We cannot sustain in future. And end of my remark, I would say, because everybody is using quotes, so I thought मुझ में भी जोश आ गया कि कौन कहता है आसमां में सुराख नहीं होता, कौन कहता है आसमां में सुराख नहीं होता, एक पत्थर तो दिल से उछालो. Please try to learn, because it is a matter, it's a time for reskilling and upskilling. हमें सब पता है, हमें सब पता है. मुझे एक बहुत अच्छी बात याद आती है. हमारे एक सीनियर है प्रोफेसर एनडी माथुर, वो हमेशा एक बात कहते हैं कि हमें ये पता नहीं कि हमें क्या पता नहीं है. अगर हमें ये पता हो जाए कि हमें क्या पता नहीं, तो शायद हम कुछ पता कर लें. So this is most important thing. So thank you so much. I really extremely thanks to the organizer and my team to given me the opportunity to interact with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Professor R. K. Pranav, for जोश भरने के लिए, आपको जोश भरने के लिए. और I will see in future so many stones will be thrown from the students sitting here to the sky for their efforts. Now, my colleague Professor Mamta Jain is with me, and she is a very eminent economic scholar. So I like to help me to proceed further for presentations. If anybody presenter is having PPT.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
उधर पकड़ो. आओ अंदर आओ, अंदर आओ.
कहाँ पे?
और घुमा दो. ठीक है.
थोड़ा सा हेलो हेलो
Should I start? Yeah, good morning all. Honorable Chairperson Professor Abdul Swadhan sir, our keynote speaker, Architect sir, and second keynote speaker. Chairperson, it's my pride and privilege to be here and interact with you. And as both the keynote speaker presented their views on economic transformation and the sustainable development, it's a very vibrant and relevant topic chosen by the organizer for this technical session. And now the list is just with me. And 11 presenters are there, so not wasting them much time. I'm just inviting the first one. And the first name is Anjita Khandelwal, and she's the assistant professor, Department of Management Studies, Arya College of Engineering and IT. So I request to the Anjita, please come and present your views.
Greetings of the day to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, faculty members, and dear students. I'm Anjita Khandelwal, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, Arya College of Engineering and IT, and I'm a research scholar as well in MDS University, Ajmer. My core areas of research is sustainable finance, ESG investments, financial literacy, and green finance. Um, as ma'am said, government is taking initiatives like they are releasing sovereign green bonds and green deposits, but they're of no use, I think, ma'am, agar logon ko uski jaan. This is my topic, sustainable financial literacy, an exploratory study of financial literacy in the era of sustainable finance. अगर जानकारी नहीं होगी, awareness नहीं होगी, I have seen the studies regarding financial literacy, sustainable finance, green finance. But when I'm reviewing the literature, मैंने बहुत कम studies देखी है जो combine कर रही है both the topics, which is sustainable finance and financial literacy, right? So, using finance as a means to achieve social goals, we can divert the planet and its economy from its current path to a world that is sustainable for all. So, before delving into the topic, let's see why we are discussing this topic. Yesterday in the session, headed by Professor Naveen sir and Mathur sir and Professor Anil Mehta sir, they pressing serious issues regarding green technology, sustainability, green investments, as well as green management. And this topic is very, very relevant in the present area when we are talking and we are moving towards from agrarian society towards industrialization. Now we are focusing towards the most sustainable future. As we are pressing towards the sustainable goal 30, SDG 30 targets, we have the target of net emissions zero to by the end of 2070 year. We need to understand what is sustainable finance, what are green finance, what are sustainable investment options available, and how do we invest in them as an individual, as a retail investors. Now let's see what is sustainable financial literacy. We all might have heard, I have already talked about what is financial literacy. Yet the definition of sustainable financial literacy is not even clear in literature, in existing literature, because this is very evolving topic. But what we can understand is having knowledge of green finance, green investment, green deposits, we can know कि किस तरीके से हम sustainable investment कर सकते हैं. And ESG investing, what is ESG investing is again a part of sustainable finance. ESG denotes environmental, social, and governance aspect. For example, climate change, greenhouse gas emissions, carbon reductions, social equity, transparent board structure, which comes under governance, right? The research methodology used under this research is because it is completely new area, but I'm not saying completely new. I have gathered data on the basis of exploratory study, and it is all based on the secondary analysis, which I have collected from journals, articles, newspaper articles. What is the current scenario of sustainable finance? We have ESG invest asset management under this year is $35.3 trillion according to a global sustainable investment review. And this report is generated by the Deloitte, a major consultancy company in the world. What are the components of sustainable financial literacy? Having the knowledge of environmental literacy, awareness of CSR. So you not might confused about CSR and sustainability literacy. CSR is again a charitable thing. कि हम किस तरीके से like you all know कि 2% CSR हर कंपनी में जरूरी होता है टर्नओवर के अगेंस्ट. बट सस्टेनेबल फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी में क्या होता है कि हम उन जगह इम्पैक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं जहाँ पे वो ऐसी कंपनियां जहां पे वो कोई भी ग्रीन हाउस गैस एमिट नहीं कर रही हो और बहुत ही अच्छे से जो है वर्क कर रहे हैं. हाउ टू प्रमोट SFL बाय फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बाय स्प्रेडिंग अवेयरनेस. द न्यू जनरेशन इज बिकमिंग मोर विजिलेंट टुवर्ड्स सस्टेनेबिलिटी बिकॉज जो अभी तक करा है हमारे पहले वाले लोगों ने करा है वो अभी तक सारा कर लिया. अब हमें जो बचा है, जो रिसोर्सेज है, वो ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन करके उसको सस्टेनेबिलिटी की तरफ ले जाना है. इंटीग्रेट सस्टेनेबिलिटी इनटू फाइनेंशियल डिसीजंस. जब भी हम फाइनेंशियल डिसीजंस बना रहे हैं, जो भी हम फाइनेंस, वी ऑल नो व्हाट इज म्यूचुअल फंड्स, इक्विटी, सम ऑफ us already know, but हमें नहीं पता कि कौन से म्यूचुअल फंड्स, they are ESG funds which are primarily focusing towards sustainability. वो ऐसी कंपनीज में हम इन्वेस्ट करें जहां पे ना तो लेबर का नुकसान हो रहा है, ह्यूमन वेलफेयर हो रहा है, वहां पे जो भी जितना भी काम हो रहा है सारा अच्छे ग्रीन हाउस एमिशंस कम हो रहे हैं, प्लस बोर्ड स्ट्रक्चर भी ट्रांसपेरेंट मैनर से अपॉइंट हो रहा है. These are the 3 aspects of sustainable finance, which is ESG investing. Thank you so much. Any queries or any questions you might have? Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I haven't read the policy framework regarding financial literacy. I'm working for my paper on only. Yes, I have taken the data. I have seen so many studies regarding financial literacy, sir. Sir, on journals. Sir, on Google Scholar. Okay, Springer and Scopus Index journals. Okay, sir. Got your point. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Injita, as the table said, rightly said.
Yes.
that, financial literacy started in 2014 when the Jan Dhan Yojana was introduced and the number of bank accounts were opened, and by that time, all like the remote areas and rural areas and all kind of flagship schemes, the cash transfer, which is to be transferred in the accounts. So by that time, number of accounts, crores and crores accounts were open. So sir rightly said, and you presented well, very fruitful presentation it was. You covered a lot of top points as like environmental literacy is very much needed nowadays, and sustainable financial literacy. if we really want to reserve some resources for our future needs and future generation, then we have to focus all these things. So your presentation was really good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And
So-
thank you, sir, for your suggestion.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So our next presentation is Dr. Ruby Jain, and she's assistant professor. Yeah, so please.
Good morning to one and all present on and off the dais. My topic for today is an overview of gig economy and its future. First of all, anyone has any idea about the gig or the gig workers? No one? Yes, obviously, sir, you might be having. But if I'm talking about the students, so the gig is a slang word. Gig is it audible now? Gig is a slang word which is used for a job which is done for a specified period of time. And if we talk about the gig workers, they are those who are outside the traditional employee-employee relationship. So gig workers are further classified into the platform workers and the non-platform workers. We are generally hearing about the gig workers mostly after the COVID time. So because the gig workers have been increased tremendously after the COVID period. The platform gig workers are those which are working on some social platforms, social apps, the software, online apps and applications. While the non-platform workers are those who are working on the casual wage arrangement as a part-time or a full-time. Please next, the components of the gig economies are the freelancers, the employers, the consumers, okay, consumers and the customers or the consumers who are very much satisfied by the deliveries, by the services of the gig workers. Next slide, please. So if we have a difference between the gig workers and the traditional workers, the gig workers are those who have very short-term projects with them and which changes from time to time according to their convenience. While the traditional are the employees who have a long-time work arrangements with their respective employers. The gig workers have the flexible working hours while the traditional works on a scheduled time, while the gig workers are mostly the contractual workers who work for a specified period of time with their respective employers who change with their own discretion with time to time, while the traditional workers have are paid on a weekly or a monthly basis or are having a C2C packages with the employers. Next, please. Now, what are the reasons of the growing numbers of gig workers in the current scenario? It is because that the millennials and the Gen Z workers are having a changing attitude towards the work. They do not want to work with a single employer for a long period of time, while they want some kind of adventure, some kind of dynamism in their employment, and therefore they like to work with the number of employers at the same point of time. So, and then there is prioritizing their work. They want to have a flexible work schedule and they like to maintain a work-life balance. Therefore, more and more people are now joining the gig economy. Next, please. So the benefits of the gig economy for the employee himself is to choose time, place, and the employer from his own choice. Then it allows organizations to save cost, both training cost, time, and money. Then consumer transactions cost has also been lowered down with the products of all kinds of delivered anywhere and anytime. Then it also accelerates the pace of economic development. If we see that the gig workers have contributed in the increased number of working hours and boost the economy. It is also coming up as another area where the world is boosting up the economy. In India itself, we have 70 lakh people who were working in 2021, according to Niti Aayog reports, who were working as a gig workers. And by the 2029-30, it might be increasing to 2.35 crores. It is the official report of the Niti Aayog. Yes, next, please. Now, the major challenges which the gig economy or the gig workers are facing is that they have less social protection and no more perks in the gig economy because they fall outside the ambit of the traditional employer-employee relationship. Further, therefore, they are not also covered under the Payment of Bonus Act, the Minimum Wages Act, and others. But the sign of relief here is that the Indian government has given the proposal for the Code of Social Security Contribution 2020, which provides a number of measures for their overtime pay, for their health benefits, for their um, for their retirement services also. And the Rajasthan is one of the first state in India which has provided the bill for the platform gig workers in 2023 for providing them social security contributions and others, and to earn their livelihood through online platforms such as Ola, Swiggy, and others. While next, please. This is what I've already taught you, that the Niti Aayog report says in 2020-21 that 77 lakh workers were engaged in the gig economy, which is expected to rise to 2.35 crores by the 2029-30. And the next is that 47% of the medium skilled workers are gig economy, while the 31% are in the low skilled jobs and 22% in the high skilled jobs, which is expected to rise by the high skilled and lower skilled workers by 2030, and medium skilled jobs are going down. Next, please. So some examples of the gig economy are like Airbnb, Uber, Swiggy, Ola, Zomato, where the people are working as a part-time jobs, morning in the Ola and the night in the Zomato, like this. So at the end, I would like to conclude my presentation with that gig workers are the need of time in the area of where we are working and the contribution the Indian economy is making with the world. So therefore, there may be given that these gig workers should be given some kind of skill certificates or passports or skill badges to from their respective employers in order to for their career progression through skill upgradation. So the employers may also collaborate with the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship or the National Skill Development Corporations in order to nurture their skills and to boost the gig economy in the current scenario. Thank you.
Thanks, Ruby. Any question? If anyone want to ask?
No, ma'am, it's my current research topic. The major problems are that because they fall from the ambit of the traditional employee-employee relationship, so they are not given the social security benefits, they are not given the overtime payment, they are not trained, and all the work they have, all the training they have to do on their own resources. They are free to work, but what the employers provide the training or the resources to their continuous it's outside employee relationship. No, it's outside the traditional employee relationship. But therefore, they are not given the resources and the facilities which we as a full-time workers. That's make it gig, else it would have a full-time employee. Yes. And because that's why the Rajasthan government has given a 2023 platform-based gig workers regulation act, which provides for their social security.
See, adding to your work, basically, the United Nations is working on gig economy. And right now, 3,000 crore fund has been developed to improve wise policies the gig economy. Related, is it required? Okay, fine. So, can I?
Yeah, no problem.
So, hello. So basically, the government is increasing because when you're talking about Bangladesh, there are more producers. So the gig workers are over there. If you're comparing with India, it's very less, right? Approximately 13% they are working as a gig, but their social benefit would not be by the government. They are the freelance, and they are not coming under. Yeah, that's what they are having a separate. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Ruby. Gig economy really contributing to the economic development. And in my opinion, I will say it's a win-win situation for the employer-employee. Because because they are getting jobs and they are freelancer, and for employer, it's a cost saving also as well. So in my opinion, they are boosting the economy. So, next. Next presenter is Dr. Tripti Vijayvargiya, Assistant Professor she is.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Dr. Tripti Vijayvargiya, Assistant Professor in BBA Department, Assistant Subodh PG, Autonomous College. I'm presenting the paper on the redefining the skills gap from pink power to global power, practical strategies for fostering leadership and entrepreneurial competencies in women. इस पेपर में सबसे पहले जो मैं इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहूंगी दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ पिंक पावर. क्या है पिंक पावर? सबसे पहले ये समझना जरूरी है, उसके बाद बात करेंगे कि ग्लोबल पावर में ये कैसे ट्रांजिशन हो रहा है. तो पिंक पावर की अगर हम बात करते हैं, पिंक पावर actually it denotes to the women, and pink, the color of pink is lies between the red and white. And what red says about the energy and the working style, and with the plenty of white, red color and white color mixes the gives the pink color, and pink leaves us the color of truthfulness and the affection. It also stands for the wandering feminism, and it is the symbolizing youth, good health and playfulness. And इसमें एक और चीज जो ऐड कर सकते हैं, पिंक पावर जो डिनोट करता है ब्रेस्ट कैंसर का जो कैंपेन है उसको भी ये डिनोट करता है. तो यहाँ पे पिंक पावर जो मैंने लिया है वो वुमेन ओरिएंटेड है, फेमिनिस्टिक है. इसी में बात करते हैं, जो ये पेपर है ये एक्सप्लोर करता है द कंसेप्ट ऑफ ग्लोबल पावर एज इट्स रिलेट्स टू द लीडरशिप, वुमेन लीडरशिप एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. यहाँ पे किस तरीके से हमारी जो विमेन है वो आगे बढ़ रही हैं और किस तरह से बिजनेस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में अपना अचीवमेंट शो कर रही हैं, इसी को कवर किया है. एंड सपोर्ट्स द नीड टू मूव बियॉन्ड द टर्म पिंक पावर एंड एम्बेरेस द ह्यूमन सेंट्रिक अप्रोच दैट foster women's unique skills and competencies, empowering them to shatter the skills gap and become catalyst for the positive change. This paper identifies key qualities, challenges women face, and the various supports avail. जितने भी supports उसे चाहे family, चाहे सोसाइटियल और चाहे आपको उसको जो बिजनेस से उसको सपोर्ट मिल रहे हैं, उन सब को चीजों को इसमें कवर किया गया है. अगर मैं ये कहूँ कि इस पेपर का जो मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव है वो 2 ऑब्जेक्टिव हैं. वो ये पता लगाना था कि विमेन लीडर्स एंड एंटरप्रेन्योर्स आर नॉट सिंपली फिलिंग द गैप, दे आर रीडिफाइनिंग व्हाट इट मींस टू लीड. वो ये रीडेफिनेशन आ रही है कि एक्चुअली जो वुमेन पावर हम कहते थे, वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात करते थे और किस तरह से नारी सशक्तिकरण की बात कर रहे हैं, इससे भी कहीं ज्यादा आगे हो चुका है. इसकी डेफिनेशन चेंज हो रही है और एक नए रूप में जो सामने आ रही है. एक्चुअली दे आर पायनियर्स, ब्रिज बिल्डर्स एंड इम्पैक्ट क्रिएटर, प्रोवाइडिंग देम दैट सक्सेस इज नॉट अ मैसिव माउंटेन पीक, इट इज अ डाइवर्स एंड वाइब्रेंट लैंडस्केप वेयर एवरीवन रिगार्डलेस ऑफ जेंडर कैन रीच देयर फुल पोटेंशियल. ये एक खास बात है कि हमारे यहाँ जो पूरे वर्ल्ड कॉन्टेक्स्ट में हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो जो विमेन है उसको देखने का जो नजरिया हमारे समाज का, हमारे बिजनेस का जो है, वो अब रीडिफाइन हो रहा है. लोग उसे अब पहले की निगाह से नहीं देखते. जो बायस्ड होकर के जो काम हुआ करते थे विमेन की तरफ से, वो अब चेंज हो रहे हैं. अब उसकी एम्पावरमेंट को और उसकी अचीवमेंट्स को अलग तरह से देखा जा रहा है. ये जो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड आपके सामने है, इस समय मैंने कोशिश करी है कि हमारे जो 12 पायोनियर जो विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स कह सकते हैं या सोशल वर्कर्स कह सकते हैं, उनकी बात कर रहे हैं. एंड उसमें चाहे कमला बसीन हो, उर्वशी हो, और चाहे इसमें मेघा पाटकर हो, कृष्णन हो, एंड संपत पाल देवी हो, जो कि गुलाबी गैंग के नाम से जानी गई थी. जब से इसमें कई ऐसे पर्सनालिटीज हैं जो एक मेजर इवेंट होने के बाद अपने आप को प्रूव करे हैं. अगर मैं निर्भया केस की बात करती हूँ या मैं गुलाबी गैंग की बात करती हूँ, तो कई ऐसे लोग थे जिन्होंने बहुत ही बोल्डली स्पीच वायरल करी थी ताकि लोगों को ये चीज अवेयर हो जाए. अगर मैं एक बात बोलती हूँ, रेप, द वर्ड इज रेप. पहले लोग रेप वर्ड बोलने में बहुत घबराते थे, जबकि जो विक्टिम हुआ करता था उसके पेन का तो लिमिट हम पता ही नहीं लगा सकते, एंडलेस है वो. लेकिन अब कम से कम कॉमनली हम इस चीज को डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, इसके लिए अवेयर हैं, इसके लिए हम प्रिकॉशंस ले रहे हैं, इसके लिए हम कैंपेन चालू कर चुके हैं। तो ये जो है, ये विमेन एम्पावरमेंट और विमेन लीडरशिप की बात करते हैं, केवल बिजनेस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में नहीं देख रही हूँ, पूरे सोसाइटल चेंज के फॉर्म में देख रही हूँ विमेन एम्पावरमेंट क्या है और विमेन लीडरशिप और एंटरप्रेन्योर स्किल्स उसकी क्या है। दैट्स व्हाई इन प्रेजेंट एरा it is recognizing the untapped potential that can revolutionize every industry and corner of the world. It is the time to inspire, not just admire the next generation. It's not about the claiming power, it's about the sharing it. And it is about the collaboration, not competition, about building a world where global power, it's just not a slogan, it is a reality. इसलिए हम ये कह सकते हैं कि let's empower, equip and celebrate. Next. Let's empower, equip and celebrate the women. उन सभी वुमेन के लिए हम ये बात कहना चाहेंगे who are ready to lead us a brighter future. यहाँ पे कुछ स्पेशल वुमेन की बात नहीं हो रही है. Each and every person who is फेमिनिस्टिक जेंडर, चाहे वो माँ हो, हम खुद हों, हमारे बेटे हों, बेटी हों, हमारी नेक्स्ट जनरेशन हो, हमारे स्टूडेंट्स, गर्ल स्टूडेंट्स हों, कोई भी हो सकता है, हमारे मेंटर्स हो सकते हैं, वो सब उन लोगों को सैल्यूट है जिन लोगों ने अपने अपने एरिया में एक्सपर्टी प्रूव की है और उन्होंने अपने आप को एक गाइडलाइन की तरीके से प्रूव किया है। अब मैं बात करती हूँ हमारे वुमेन की जो कुछ लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज हैं उसकी बात करते हैं। बहुत सारी क्वालिटीज हैं, इनको किसी एक लिमिट में बांधना पॉसिबल ही नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी एक कोशिश की है कि हम ये कह सकते हैं कि वुमेन की बात अगर करते हैं तो वो ट्रेडिशनल लीडरशिप स्टाइल्स को फॉलो करती है, वो टास्क फोकस्ड होती है, प्रेफर टू वर्क इन कोलेजियल एटमॉस्फेयर है एंड प्रमोट्स कोऑपरेशन एंड कोलैबोरेशन। हर कम्युनिकेशन स्टाइल इज वेरी, अगर मैं एक बात कहूँ, कैमेलियन कम्युनिकेशन स्टाइल होता है एक विमेन का। गिरगिट गिरगिट क्या होता है, जैसा माहौल होता है वैसा अपना कलर अडेप्ट कर लेता है। बिल्कुल इसको आप नेगेटिव सेंस में ना लीजिए। विमेन में एक खासियत होती है, ये एक नेचुरल फेनोमेनन है कि वो माहौल के हिसाब से, मूड के हिसाब से, सिचुएशन के हिसाब से, जिस भी तरीके का सराउंडिंग और सर्कमस्टांसेस होती है उसके हिसाब से वो अपने आप को मोल्ड कर लेती है। और ये क्वालिटी मुझे कहते हुए बिल्कुल हिचक नहीं होती है कि ये क्वालिटी विमेन को मेन के कंपैरिजन में ज्यादा अच्छे से ग्रेस किया है भगवान ने हमें इस सब के लिए। तो आई एम वेरी लकी कि मुझे भी इस तरह की क्वालिटीज मिली हैं। आगे मैं बात करती हूँ जो और क्वालिटीज हैं, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। जो और क्वालिटीज है, मैं ये कह सकती हूँ कि विमेन के बारे में, दे आर नॉट फ्रेजाइल। उनको ऐसा ना समझना कि वो नाजुक तो हैं कि वो टूट जाएंगी। अगर कोई कोशिश करता है तो वो ज्यादा मजबूती के साथ उभर कर आती हैं। एंड दे आर फोर्स्ड इन फायर। फोर्स्ड इन फायर, आग में तप करके जो कुंदन बनता है ना, सोना, वो वाली चीज है। बिल्कुल विमेन के साथ यही है। जब जब चैलेंजेस आते हैं, जब जब वो अपने आप को प्रूव करती है और उन चैलेंजेस की ही वजह से वो उनको प्रूव करती है। कहते हैं ना कि मदर इज द इन्वेंशन इज द मदर ऑफ नेसेसिटी इज द मदर ऑफ इन्वेंशन। बिल्कुल यही चीज होती है। आवश्यकता जैसे आविष्कार की जननी है, बिल्कुल ऐसे ही चैलेंजेस हमेशा एक विमेन को एक नया ट्रेट, एक नई क्वालिटी के साथ सामने ला करके प्रूव करती है। वो एम्पैथी इंजीनियर है। ऑल द विमेन आर फील्ड विद द एम्पैथी, नॉट ईगो, नॉट ईगो। आई एम प्रेसिंग द वर्ड नॉट ईगो। कुछ लोग इसे अदरवाइज ले लेते हैं, एटीट्यूड और ईगो से उसे रिलेट कर जाते हैं, पर विमेन के साथ में ये नहीं, इससे ज्यादा कहीं चीज है एम्पैथेटिक वे। और जो एम्पैथेटिक वे होता है वो ये होता है कि आप अपना पैर किसी दूसरे के जूते में डालकर तो देखो, तब पता चलेगा कि सामने वाले को किस तरह के पेन्स से वो सफर कर रहा है। और सिंपैथी नहीं लेती है, वो एम्पैथेटिक वे में अपना बिहेवियर रखती है। दैट्स व्हाई कोलैबोरेशन चैंपियंस होते हैं, इनोवेशन इंस्टिगल्स होते हैं, एंड कम्युनिकेशन कैमिलियंस तो वो होती ही है। इसके अलावा अगर मैं बात करूं तो ग्लोबल सिटीजन्स होती हैं वो। ये एक खास बात होती है विमेन के बारे में। सिटीजन तो हर कोई होगा, अपने देश का वासी होता है, लेकिन अगर मैं विमेन की बात करूं तो किसी भी देश की होगी, मगर वो होगी ग्लोबल सिटीजन। क्यों? क्योंकि वो बॉर्डर से बियॉन्ड सोचती है, उसके लिए कोई लिमिट नहीं है, कोई बाउंड्री लाइन नहीं है। होने को तो ये मैन पे भी अप्लाई होता है, लेकिन विमेन के ऊपर थोड़ा सा नेचुरल ग्रेस जरा ज्यादा है। दैट्स व्हाई आई एम जस्ट सेइंग दिस। आगे की बात करते हैं। जब अगर हमने क्वालिटीज की बात करी तो चैलेंजेस भी तो हैं। विमेन है तो चैलेंजेस तो होंगे ही, क्योंकि चैलेंजेस ही उसको निखारते भी हैं। तो कुछ चैलेंजेस की बात करते हैं हम। एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट जो हर्डल कहना चाहिए, चैलेंज कहलाना चाहिए, ये तो है, कुछ लोग एक परसेप्शन में से बाहर ही नहीं आना चाहते, एक बायसनेस के साथ रहते हैं। वो ये मान के चलते हैं कि जैसे अगर मैं एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल देना चाहूंगी, रोड पे जब गाड़ी चला रही होते हैं, 4 व्हीलर की बात कर रही हूँ स्पेशली, अगर कोई टर्न करते समय या गाड़ी को निकालते समय या कोई एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, तो सबसे पहले लोग ये देखते हैं ड्राइव कौन कर रहा है। ये सबका एक्सपीरियंस रहा होगा। अगर वुमेन है, अगर गर्ल है, अगर वो लेडी है, तो एक अलग ही एटीट्यूड होगा। मैडम, गाड़ी लेके निकलने से पहले सोच लिया करो, चलानी नहीं आती क्या, सीख लो पहले, टाइप 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 टाइप, एन नंबर, यस मैम, एन नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स आर देयर। और यही अगर मैन होता है ना, भाई जरा संभाल के, भाई देख ले, तो वो जो कमेंट का स्टाइल है ना, वो चेंज हो जाता है। ये क्यों हो जाता है? ये चैलेंजेस फेस करती है वुमेन। मैम, ये एक्चुअली बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं आप, पर ये हर एक के बस की बात नहीं है, ये हर एक के बस की बात है। इसके लिए भी एक बहुत बड़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्स चाहिए होती है, अंदर से इनर स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए होती है, कि आप अपने आप को सर्वाइव करने के लिए किस तरह से प्रेजेंट कर पाए। वरना बहुत सारी विमेन हम में से ही बैठी हैं, बहुत सारी विमेन जो होती हैं वो सरेंडर कर जाती हैं, वो बैक स्टेप ले जाती हैं, नेक्स्ट टाइम सोचती हैं कि करें या नहीं करें। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी जो लेब्रिंथ है, ये बहुत बड़ी लेब्रिंथ है, भूल भुलैया है। ऐसे ही लीकी पाइपलाइंस, कुछ लोग ये मान के चलते हैं कि विमेन तो वो है, काम करना शुरू तो कर देती है पर वो एंड तक नहीं लेके जाएगी, जबकि मैं अगर प्रैक्टिकल ग्राउंड्स पे कहूं तो ये चीज अपोजिट है। मैन शुरू करके छोड़ सकता है, पर वुमेन अगर डेडिकेटेड है और डिटर्मिनेंट है तो वो काम को एंड तक लेके ही जाती है और छोड़ती ही नहीं है। तो ये जो स्टिकीनेस है ना, वो मेन में कम होती है कंपैरेटिव, लेकिन जो परसेप्शन है ये उल्टा है। हम प्रैक्टिकल कुछ और है और थ्योरेटिकल कुछ और है हमारा। ऐसे ही फंडिंग फेस्टा, ये सब लोग जानते हैं, चाहे सैलरी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से कह लूं, चाहे फंडिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से कह लूं। अगर मैन है तो अलग सैलरी होगी, उसी क्वालिफिकेशन का, उसी कैडर का, और अगर विमेन है तो उसकी क्वालिफिकेशन को देखते हुए भी, कंपेयर करते हुए भी उसको लेस रेम्यूनरेट किया जाता है। इस तरह से कुछ और भी मेंटरशिप मेज है, टाइट रॉप है, उसका वर्क और लाइफ के साथ में जो बैलेंसिंग है वो बहुत ही जबरदस्त रस्साकशी के उसमें रहती है। उसका पूरा जिंदगी इसी तरीके से रहता है, वो बेटी भी है, वो बहू भी है। प्लीज प्लीज प्लीज, श्योर मैम। बहुत सारी चीजों को वो बैलेंस करती है। अब एक स्लाइड में आपके सामने लेके आ रही हूँ, बहुत सारे लोग इसको जान पहचान रहे होंगे, पूजा ठाकुर है। शी इज wing commander, and she is retired Indian Air Force officer. She was the first female commanding officer of the Tri-Service Guard of Honor, which was inspected by then US President Barack Obama at the Parliament Bhavan in January 2015. ये जो स्लाइड है ये मेरे पेपर से कहीं डायरेक्टली रिलेट कर तो नहीं रही, लेकिन क्योंकि अगर मैं विमेन लीडर की बात कर रही हूँ और अगर मैं बिजनेस सिनारियो की भी बात कर रही हूँ, बिजनेस सिनारियो इसमें डायरेक्ट रिलेट नहीं करता है, लेकिन ये स्टैंड करता है, ये मोटिवेट करता है, ये बूस्ट करता है वुमेन को आगे बढ़ने के लिए। वो प्रूव करती है अपने आप को, और ये जो प्रूविंग करने का उसका नेचर है, ये बहुत सारे लोगों को इंस्पिरेशन देता है, मोटिवेट करता है। इसी तरीके से अगर बात करें कि किस तरह के गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट्स हैं, किस तरह का फैमिली सपोर्ट है और किस तरह का सोसाइटल सपोर्ट है, उसकी बात करती हूँ। गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट्स की बात कर रहे हैं तो गवर्नमेंट आर क्रिएटिंग जेंडरलेस इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड्स एंड ग्रांट प्रोग्राम स्पेसिफिकली टारगेटेड एट वुमेन led businesses. They are investing in practical skills development programs, and government are implementing policies that promote gender balanced leadership in पब्लिक इंस्टीट्यूशन एंड प्राइवेट कंपनीज। अगर फैमिली सपोर्ट की बात करते हैं तो फैमिली सपोर्ट की बात करेंगे, केवल विमेन जो है ना अपने स्ट्रेंथ से सामने नहीं दिख रही है, जो भी वो दिख रही है उसके पीछे एक जो अनसीन सपोर्ट है, अनसीन हीरोज कहना चाहिए, दैट इज द फैमिली। उस फैमिली का लव, उसका अफेक्शन, उसका प्रैक्टिकल सपोर्ट जो है वो उसको ताकत देता है, और वही ताकत उसको जो आंधियों से लड़ने की जो पावर है वो देता है। दैट्स व्हाई आई एम जस्ट सेइंग कि बिना फैमिली सपोर्ट के कोई भी विमेन आगे बढ़ नहीं सकती। अगर बात करेंगे सोसाइटल सपोर्ट की, आज परिवार भी सपोर्ट कर जाता है, आज गवर्नमेंट भी सपोर्ट कर सकती है, लेकिन अगर समाज सपोर्ट नहीं करता है या समाज आपको परमिट नहीं करता है कि यू कैन प्रूव, तो एक बहुत बड़ी मुश्किल हो जाती है। तो अगर सोसाइटल सपोर्ट मिल जाता है तो उसको फ्लॉरिश होने का एक बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म मिल जाता है, वो अपने आप को एक टाइडल वे में कन्वर्ट कर जाती है। और आज का जो जमाना है वो एक्चुअली यही चल रहा है, वो एक अब ट्रेंड नहीं रही है, विमेन एक ट्रेंड नहीं रही है, वो एक टाइडल वेव में कन्वर्ट हो गई है, और वो एक ऐसी लहर है जिसको रोक पाना और इसको कंट्रोल कर पाना मुश्किल है, आसान नहीं है। अगर मैं इस मेरे पेपर को कंक्लूड करती हूँ तो मैं ये फाइंडिंग लेके आती हूँ कि women leaders and entrepreneurs are building a spaceship which is ready to blast off and reshape the universe. It is about recognizing the supernova potential within women and fueling the ignition for life form. Women leaders are no longer just breaking glass ceiling, they are the shattering them and building entirely new skylights. Their significance ripples far beyond just filling a quota or checking a diversity box. They are being unique perspective, transforming approaches, and a fast commitment to positive change that's reshaping the world in profound ways. बहुत ही डीप जो सेंसेस है उसमें विमेन अपने आप को प्रूव कर रही है। ये जो मेरा पेपर है वो एक्सप्लेनेटरी है और ये मैंने मेरी सोच से इसको किया है। मेरी कोशिश रही थी कि मैं आज की जो विमेन है, आज जो मैं देखती हूँ उसमें मैं अपने आप को कह पाऊँ इस पेपर के जरिए। दैट्स माय एफर्ट। थैंक यू सो मच। प्लीज।
Thanks, Rakhi.
जी मैम।
Any question?
Ma'am, first it's not the paper. It's an article which you wrote.
जी।
It's a very good statement and speech to motivate all. But you should maintain some data, all the theme which you have. Okay, आपका presentation बहुत बढ़िया है. लोगों में जोश भर गया. It's true. But when you are presenting a paper, you must have to be some specific grounds on which you need to talk about. आपने जो बताया है सर्वज्ञात है. Presently, women is empowered. Women no need to any empower. It has been solved. If you are talking about 1800 BC, when business started, business काम ही women ने शुरू किया.
जी।
अगर commerce start किया तो वो शुरू किया women ने.
जी।
क्योंकि men को time नहीं था, वो लड़ाई करना चाहता था. तो business शुरू किया women ने. अगर आप देखें तो.
जी जी।
तो मतलब when you are presenting, just focus on a theme and then get the data and then try to speak.
जी।
My suggestion, don't.
जी
take negative.
no ma'am, I'm sir, I'm taking in a positive way and I earlier said कि मैंने इसे explanatory paper है, not an exploratory paper. जी। जी। Okay ma'am. Okay.
Get the data and prove your sentiments. I will take the sentiments.
जी।
That.
Thank
You have proven that it's a good because in the first slide we identified that it is based something.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. जी जी ग्लोबल पावर में कन्वर्जन उसका कैसे हुआ, उसका एक्सपोजर कैसे हुआ है, दैट्स माय मोटिव, दैट्स माय मोटिव। थैंक यू सो मच। जी।
Now I request to all participants and paper presenters here, please follow the time schedule. Only the 4 minutes will be given to each and everyone. So the next presenter is Yashwant Soel. Yashwant, please come on the dais. He's in offline mode.
So can I start? Just. She was asking for a password of my phone, so that's why. Because nowadays the videography is the important thing rather than we talk about the speech or not. So photos should be there that I have presented something. My name is Yashwant Soel. Okay, so good morning dignitaries on the dais, respected teachers and all my dear friends here. So my article was on the topic creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship and startup. You all might thought that, you might thinking that ये कैसा topic हुआ? Topic please. Yeah, ये कैसा टॉपिक हुआ जिसके अंदर क्रिएटिविटी, इनोवेशन, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, स्टार्टअप ये सारे की सारी चीजें आ रही हैं. तो इट्स डजंट लुक लाइक अ स्पेसिफिकेशन, बट I will correlate this. Give me a chance to correlate these things. These four terms are directly correlated to each other. जैसे कि हम बात करते हैं, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. हम बात करते हैं अगर क्रिएटिविटी की, तो क्रिएटिविटी इज अ इनिशियल स्टेज फॉर द इनोवेशन. अगर हम किसी चीज का इनोवेशन करना चाहते हैं तो उससे पहले हमें क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग रखनी पड़ेगी. सो क्रिएटिविटी इज अ इनिशियल पार्ट फॉर इनोवेशन। अगर मैं एग्जांपल लेता हूँ, देयर इज बेस्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ थॉमस अल्वा एडिशन, जो कि हमको पता है एक साइंटिस्ट थे जिन्होंने बल्ब का आविष्कार किया, लेकिन काफी कम लोगों को पता होगा कि वो एंटरप्रेन्योर भी थे। जब उन्होंने अपना बल्ब का आविष्कार किया, जो उनके 9, जैसे कि हमको पता है कि उन्होंने 10,000 टाइम ट्राई किया था बल्ब बनाने के लिए, लेकिन 9,999 टाइम वो फेल हुए थे। 10,000 वो टाइम था जब उन्होंने बल्ब का आविष्कार किया था। तो जो 9,999 टाइम उन्होंने ट्राई किया, वो थी उनकी क्रिएटिव थॉट्स। वो क्रिएटिव थॉट्स के बाद जो एक लास्ट इनिशियल उनका जो रिजल्ट आया, वो उनका इनोवेशन, यानी कि वो बल्ब। उस बल्ब से फिर उन्होंने अपना एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप क्वालिटीज को डेवलप करके उसका एक स्टार्टअप किया, और बाद में वो आज जीई नाम से, जो जनरल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है, बहुत ही बड़ी इंटरनेशनल कंपनी बनी। तो ये एक बेस्ट एग्जांपल है कि क्रिएटिविटी किस तरीके से इनिशियल स्टेज है इनोवेशन का, इनोवेशन कैसे हेल्प करता है एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को, और एंटरप्रेन्योर्स क्या करते हैं, वो स्टार्टअप करते हैं अपने इनोवेशंस का। सो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। I could not look like that. Creativity, next slide please. Innovation is completed. Okay, so innovation is yeah, let's talk something deeply about the innovation. It's let's see that generates an idea. Yeah, it's transfer the generated idea. Innovation is a force that transfer these ideas into a tangible solution. Okay, so if I talk about the innovation, so innovation, जैसे कि हम पहले एक माइंड को, एक आइडिया को डेवलप करते हैं अपने दिमाग में, लेकिन इनोवेशन वो चीज है जिसको हम एक प्रैक्टिकल फॉर्म देते हैं। जब तक कोई चीज प्रैक्टिकल फॉर्म में नहीं है, तब तक वो क्रिएटिविटी है, वो माइंड का थॉट है। जिस दिन उसका एक्चुअल फॉर्मेट आ जाता है, जब वो चीज फिजिकल हो जाती है, एक्चुअल मैनर में आ जाती है, तो वो इनोवेशन कहलाता है। बस इस स्लाइड में इतना ही है, बाकी तो मैं थ्योरेटिकल आपको रीड करके बता सकता हूँ। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। Okay, so now we talk about something about the entrepreneurship and startup. मैं अगर अपनी लैंग्वेज में अगर entrepreneur की डेफिनेशन बताता हूँ, तो entrepreneur is a guy who solve a market problem at a basic level. जब वो मार्केट की कोई एक बर्निंग प्रॉब्लम, नॉट ओनली प्रॉब्लम बट एक बर्निंग प्रॉब्लम को जो व्यक्ति सॉल्व करता है इन अ इनोवेटिव मैनर, तब वो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर कहलाता है। रादर देन तो लोग बिजनेस है, बिजनेसमैन है, एम्प्लॉयड है, लेकिन हमें ये एक फैसिनेटिव वर्ड्स आजकल चला है एंटरप्रेन्योर। एंटरप्रेन्योर का मतलब ये है कि जो इनोवेटिव फॉर्म में अपने बिजनेस मॉडल को कन्वर्ट करता है, एक न्यू इनोवेशन के थ्रू, एक न्यू टेक्निक के थ्रू मार्केट की प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करता है। दैट्स कॉल्ड अबाउट द एंटरप्रेन्योर, और वो एंटरप्रेन्योर स्टार्टअप्स करते हैं। सो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। Okay, so the heart of entrepreneurship. Let's go a little bit depth in the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is about identifying a opportunity and taking a calculated risk towards. So entrepreneur अगर थोड़ा सा और डिफाइन करो इसको, तो entrepreneur एक वो भी है जो मार्केट की एग्जिस्टेंट, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि वो एक इनोवेटिव प्रोडक्ट को लेके आए। जो एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट्स है उनको एक इनोवेटिव वे में जब प्रेजेंट करता है, तो वो भी एंटरप्रेन्योर होता है। और एंटरप्रेन्योर उस चीज को कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क में लेता है। ज्यादातर एंटरप्रेन्योर्स जो बिजनेसमैन है वो फेल हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि उनको अंदर ये कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क लेने की जो एबिलिटी वो नहीं होती है। एक्चुअली ये एबिलिटी एक एंटरप्रेन्योर में होती है। अगर हम बात करें धीरूभाई अंबानी की, तो उस टाइम के सबसे इंटरनेशनल वर्ल्ड में उनका नाम एक एंटरप्रेन्योर के थ्रू है, एक बिजनेसमैन के थ्रू नहीं, लेकिन एक एंटरप्रेन्योर के थ्रू लिया जाता था, क्योंकि उनकी टेक्निक्स, उनका जो थॉट प्रोसेस, उनका विजन मिशन जो था, वो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर टाइप का था। सो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। ओके, सो लेट्स टॉक ऑन द रियलिटी ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर एंड देयर स्टार्टअप्स। तो हमको एंटरप्रेन्योर दिमाग में आते ही एक विजुअलाइजेशन आता है, ब्लैक कोट टाई, फैसिनेटिव लाइफस्टाइल, मर्सिडीज, एंड एक व्यक्ति बैठा हुआ लैपटॉप में एसी के रूम में और मस्त अपना काम कर रहा है। We all think that that's the entrepreneur, but that's not the reality of entrepreneur. Why the most of entrepreneurs fail? जैसे कि हमको पता है कि लगभग 80 से 90% स्टार्टअप्स जो एंटरप्रेन्योर्स होते हैं वो फेल हो जाते हैं। वो उन लोगों ने एक्चुअल प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन उनको ये बनने के लिए एंटरप्रेन्योर, उन्होंने प्रॉब्लम ढूंढना शुरू किया और उसके ऊपर प्रोडक्ट बना दिया, तो वो मैक्सिमम लोग फ्लॉप हो जाते हैं उस चक्कर में। 90% ऑफ जो एंटरप्रेन्योर्स फेल होते हैं, उसके कुछ रीजंस हैं कि उन लोगों की प्रॉपर मार्केट रिसर्च नहीं होती है। उन लोगों ने प्रॉपर जो मार्केट की एक्चुअल प्रॉब्लम है, जो नीश प्रॉब्लम है, उसको उन्होंने आइडेंटिफाई नहीं किया है, उन्होंने रिसर्च नहीं की है प्रॉपर। और भी काफी सारे फैक्टर्स हैं, आई थिंक यू माइट नो अबाउट दैट, कि कितने सारे फैक्टर्स हैं जिनकी वजह से एंटरप्रेन्योर्स फेल होते हैं। अब एंटरप्रेन्योर्स की वर्ल्ड में अब हम देखते हैं कि 72 से लगभग 75,000, अभी 2023 का डाटा अगर हम देखें तो 72 से 23,000 रजिस्ट्रेशन हुए हैं कॉर्पोरेशन में, आपने जो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉर्पोरेशन है, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉर्पोरेशन, तो उसके अंदर कॉमर्स, सॉरी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉमर्स के अंदर हमको 72 से 75,000 ऐसे स्टार्टअप्स हैं जिन्होंने अभी 2023 के अंदर रजिस्टर्ड हुए हैं। तो इतने सारे स्टार्टअप्स हैं, लेकिन उनमें से मैक्सिमम फ्लॉप हो जाते हैं। अगर मैं बात करूं कि यूनिकॉर्न की, तो स्टार्टअप्स के वर्ल्ड में एक नया फैसिनेटिव वर्ड आया है, यूनिकॉर्न। यूनिकॉर्न को मैं थोड़ा डिफाइन करना चाहता हूँ। यूनिकॉर्न यानी कि 1 बिलियन से ऊपर की, जो जिसकी वैल्यूएशन, जिस कंपनी की 1 बिलियन हो जाती है, 1 बिलियन यूएस डॉलर, उनको हम उनको हम यूनिकॉर्न्स कहते हैं। यानी कि जिनकी अगर रुपीस के अंदर बोलूं तो 8,000 करोड़ की जिनकी कंपनीज का वैल्यूएशन होता है, वो यूनिकॉर्न्स हो जाता है। तो ये यूनिकॉर्न शब्द बहुत फैसिनेटिव हो गया है। लोग ये सोचते हैं, जब एंटरप्रेन्योर स्टार्ट करते हैं तो उनके पास एक मिशन होता है, उनके पास एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट होता है, लेकिन उस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट को छोड़कर वो आजकल चल रहे हैं यूनिकॉर्न बनने के लिए। वो लोग फिर बाद में वो वैल्यूएशन की दौड़ में दौड़ने लगते हैं, रेदर देन कि जो उन्होंने प्रॉब्लम, जिस प्रॉब्लम के लिए उन्होंने स्टार्टअप किया, उस प्रॉब्लम को छोड़कर आजकल लोग यूनिकॉर्न बनने के लिए उसकी रेस में दौड़ते हैं। अगर मैं न्यूमेरिकल टर्म में बताऊं कि जो वैल्यूएशन है, या जस्ट अ मिनट, जैसे हमने देखा कि 114 स्टार्टअप्स हैं, 114 यूनिकॉर्न्स हैं, लेकिन उसमें से सिर्फ 14 यूनिकॉर्न्स ऐसे हैं जो कि प्रॉफिटेबल हैं। जो 100 लगभग यूनिकॉर्न्स हैं, वो लोग अभी भी प्रॉफिटेबल नहीं है, सिर्फ 14 ही ऐसे हैं। 14 में से भी अभी कुछ जो है लॉसेस में चल रहे हैं। तो मैक्सिमम ऑफ ये लोग जो है वो वैल्यूएशन की रनिंग पे, अगर मैं वैल्यूएशन की बात करूं इंडियन रुपीज में, तो लगभग होता है 29,02,661 करोड़ वैल्यूएशन ऑफ द ऑल ओवर द स्टार्टअप्स, स्पेशली दिस यूनिकॉर्न्स। 114 यूनिकॉर्न, लगभग जो बजट है हमारा इंडिया का ये फाइनेंशियल ईयर 22-23 का, लगभग उसका आधे से ज्यादा का बजट है। तो वो वैल्यूएशन बैठती है। तो कैलकुलेट कर देता हूँ, कंक्लूड कर देता हूँ मैं अपने टॉपिक को। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ जो सारी डिग्निटरीज हैं, क्योंकि आप लोगों को चांस मिलता है बड़ी जगह पर रिप्रेजेंट करने का, तो जब भी आप कुछ ऐसे मेरे जैसे स्टूडेंट हैं जिनके सामने आप स्टार्टअप या इस टॉपिक के बारे बात कर रहे हैं, तो एक बार उनको इस चीज के लिए मोटिवेट कीजिए कि वो प्रॉब्लम की नीड, जो कस्टमर्स की नीड, जो प्रॉब्लम है उसको सॉल्व करे, जो मार्केट की एक्चुअल प्रॉब्लम है उसको सॉल्व करे, विजन ऐसा बनाए rather देन कि वो वैल्यूएशन की रेस में दौड़े, जो कि आजकल सभी दौड़ रहे हैं। Thank you, and that's the about my article. What I would. Yeah, yes, sir, of course. Yeah, Yashwant Kumar Sohel. I am doing a BBA, pursuing a BBA in third semester.
First appreciation for your presence.
Thank you, sir.
Extraordinary capacity to show your talent on the stage. But my dear, there are some suggestions which I would like to give.
Definitely.
Please read the word which you are writing on this PPT. And there is no need of joining the communication. If you are comfortable in Hindi, speak Hindi. The communication should be proper.
Yes.
जरा spelling पढ़ेंगे autonomous करके. Abstract का college. Okay. College भी बेटा गलत है.
I don't know, sir. शायद ये wrong वाली PPT थी, वो आ गई है, क्योंकि मैंने रात को ट्रांसफर किया था, वो प्रॉब्लम हो गई।
मैं आपको वैसे ही बताऊं, मैं जो भी प्रेजेंट करें लेट इट बी क्लियर, ओके?
ऑफ कोर्स।
दूसरा, मैं सेकंड पेज निकालिए जरा, पूरा मत पढ़िएगा।
नो, इट्स ओके सर, जो प्रॉब्लम है वो है सर।
दूसरा, आप जब भी लिखेंगे ना बेटे, प्लीज चेक इट आउट वेदर इट इज राइट और नॉट। इट्स नॉट राइट।
ओके सर।
The comma, full stop, each and everything should be on right place, because we are presenting, you are standing, you are presenting yourself to all the person who are listening.
Yes.
तो अभी आप हमारे लिए यूनिकॉर्न है, बट अगर मैं आप जैसे को फॉलो करूंगा तो मेरा कंपनी बर्बाद हो जाएगी।
Of course, sir.
You getting my point?
Yes.
This is most important.
Definitely, sir.
Please keep in your mind.
हाँ सर, वो इसमें से स्लाइड भी पूरी कैपिटल में है, ये वो स्लाइड नहीं है जो मेरे को सेंड करनी थी।
होता है, गलती निकालने का बहुत सारा सवाल होता है। कोई बात नहीं, ध्यान रखिए। You did well presented.
Thank you, sir.
कोशिश करें जो आपका परसेप्शन है, आपका अगर इंग्लिश अच्छा है, you can speak in English and put in bullet points.
Okay, sir.
These are the presentations, sir. फ्री में बता रहा हूँ मैं आपको, मेरे पास आएंगे पैसा लूंगा आपसे।
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All the
Definitely.
best.
Thank you, sir.
One more colleague, Pari, is also online. So please come and with us and this is your paper. Pari is absent. Okay, now we are shifting from offline to online. So the online first, okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the next presenter is Smriti Watts and Dr. Seema Sharma.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning
She
to
is a
all.
research scholar, Department of Economic, Faculty of Social Science, Banastal Vidyapeth. So Smriti Watts and
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Seema Sharma. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, but host has disabled the participation screen sharing.
Okay. Yeah.
Smriti, you can you can share.
now.
You can
Okay.
share.
Is this visible now?
Yeah, you are visible. No, you are not visible but audible.
Okay, ma'am. And
Kindly
screen.
make it full screen.
Yeah, screen is there.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Good morning to all. My name is Smriti Vats. I'm from Vanastali Vidyapith, Jaipur, and my guide is Dr. Seema Sharma. And my topic is Impact of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, a comprehensive analysis. So the introduction part is the government initiated the National Mission for Financial Inclusion, namely Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, in August 2024 to provide universal banking services for every unbanked household based on the guiding principle of banking the
Sorry to interrupt you. Please kindly full screen. Make it full screen.
Make it full screen, your presentation.
Just click on just F5. Press F5.
Yes, sir.
Press F5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it is well.
Okay, sir. In
You
order
can
to
continue now.
increase the number of people actively participating in the system and allowing their money to be used for useful purpose, PMJDY actively encourages the unbanked and underprivileged to do so. It will result to high capital formation and the government can move forward on the path of inclusive growth and development. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is national mission for financial inclusion to ensure access to financial services, namely banking, saving and deposit account, remittance, credit, insurance, pension in an affordable manner. Account can be opened in any bank branches or business bank Mitra outlet. PMGDY accounts are being opened with zero balance. Another indispensable character is that DBT through PMJDY accounts have ensured that every rupee reaches its intended beneficiaries while preventing systematic leakages. Action plan for implementation PMJDY. There are three phases for PMJDY. The first phase start on August 15, 2014 to August 14, 2015. In this phase, provide a universal approach to banking facilities for all with one bank account and a RuPay card which had an inherent accidental insurance cover of rupees 1 lakh. During this phase, the government provided a financial literacy program to rural areas. Phase 2, August 15, 2015. The objective of this phase provide an overdraft facility up to 5,000 after 6 months of acceptable operation of a bank account with the creation of a credit guarantee fund for coverage of defaults in overdraft accounts. It promotes financial inclusion programs and the microfinance scheme up to individual level covering each household. The last third phase start in August 15, 2018 to up to now. In this phase, focused on opening bank account for every household, increasing the overdraft limit to rupees 10,000. There are no terms and conditions attached to overdraft up to rupees 2,000. After August 14, 2018, the age limit for availing the overdraft facility has been raised to 18 to 65 years. Benefits under PMJDY. For each unbanked individual, one simple saving bank account is created. There is a provision to keep a zero balance account. Deposit in these accounts gain interest. PMJDY account holder receive a RuPay debit card. Accidental insurance coverage of rupees 2 lakhs and overdraft up to rupees 10,000 is provided for eligible beneficiaries. The direct transfer of benefits under various government schemes. It provides Jan Dhan Darshak mobile application too. Objective of the study to explore the concept of PMJDY, to review the impact of PMJDY with a special reference to Rajasthan, to study the current status of financial inclusion on the basis of PMJDY. Research methodology which I applied, it is based on both descriptive research and analytical research. The research is based on secondary data which will be gathered through newspaper, research article, research journal, e-journal, RB publication, World Bank publication, Government of India, Ministry of Statistics and Program, publication of Ministry in Finance, etc. There are 6 pillars of PMJDY: universal access to banking facility, providing basic bank accounts, financial literacy, credit guarantee fund, microinsurance, pension scheme. Conceptual framework: as majority part of the way successful monetary inclusion, on the inauguration day, PMJDY, which is August 28, 2014, 1 crore 50 lakh PMJDY accounts were opened nationwide. This achievement was remarkable as the Guinness Book of World Record appreciated that uh, these accounts opened in 1 week as part of the financial inclusion campaign accomplished by the banking sector in India from August 23 to 29, 2014. Execution challenges and favorable result. The research highlighted and addresses barriers such as technical limit, knowledge concern, and bureaucratic barriers as achievement and creative approaches. Financial inclusion and banking access. PMJDY's principal purpose is to increase financial inclusion. This section assesses how successful the PMJDY has been in bringing the unbanked and underbanked population into the formal financial sector. Poverty reduction and DBT, prevent leakages and ensure targeted delivery of subsidies and welfare benefits. PMJDY include elements such as DBT. The research evaluate the impact of DBT on poverty alleviation and beneficiaries' overall economic well-being. Empowerment of women. PMJDY focuses a special emphasis on women's empowerment by increasing financial inclusion. This section assesses the scheme's influence on women's access to financial services, economic independence, and household decision-making authority. Economic development and job creation. The study examined PMJDY's larger economic impact, including its role in driving economic growth and creating job possibilities, particularly in the informal sector. Conclusion: by summarizing the finding and examine the overall influences of PMJDY on India's socio-economic environment, it addresses the victory and the problem and the prospective areas for improvement, as well as official recommendation and future research initiatives. Thank you.
Okay, Smriti. So you presented your Seema and Smriti.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a joint paper.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so nice presentation it was. I just asked the one question that at the time of demonetization, a number of Jan Dhan accounts were misused. Crores and crores of rupees were deposited in these accounts. So what do you say about that?
यस मैम, मिसयूज तो हर चीज का होता है, बट गवर्नमेंट फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन को इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए इसका एप्लीकेशन बहुत जरूरी है. फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी, अवेयरनेस एंड पार्टिसिपेशन.
Because Jan Dhan accounts were opened to just take them to the stream in a financial inclusion, so that the amount direct transfer can be done in their accounts. But by the time the affluent families and the family and the like we can say the person who have a surplus money, they have transferred their as like drivers and then the workers and the maid servants. Their accounts was full of money by that time. So it is the we can say not the misuse of those accounts by that time, and the object of the demonetization was failed because of these Jan Dhan account was anti-supported by the government.
मैम जैसा मैंने रिसर्च में मेंशन किया है, गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड में इसको मेंशन किया गया, तो आई थिंक एक बहुत बड़ा हर चीज के प्रॉस एंड कॉन्स होते हैं, तो ये इसका एक बेनिफिट भी है कि बहुत सारे लोगों तक अप्रोच पहुंची है। नो डाउट इसका मिसयूज भी हुआ है, बट गवर्नमेंट लीकेजेस को प्रिवेंट करने की भी कोशिश कर रही है।
Yeah, it's a basic object was that as like at the time of it was said that the 1 rupees is released from the center and in account only the 15 paisa was deposited. So that leakage was to be eradicate. That was the main object of that Jan Dhan Yojana. So that the actual beneficiaries is taken the benefits of these. Okay, but a nice presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So next presentation is Dr. Garima Mishra. She's an assistant professor, Faculty of Commerce and Management, Apex University, Jaipur. Garima Mishra, sorry. She's not responding. Garima, are you there?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, she's there.
Good afternoon, respected all members. The topic of my presentation is Impact of Tourist Arrival on Environmental Quality of India, a way towards environmental sustainability targets. My PPT has been shared on the WhatsApp group. Can you please share it on the screen? The paper is all about the Indian economic stability that has been developed by getting support from the tourist.
Indian economic. So, yeah, okay. Do you have PPT?
Yeah, right now I'm not having, but I have shared and mailed it also.
Okay.
Shall I start? I'll start my paper, basic. Introduction. Indian economic stability has been developed by getting the support from the tourist. In the first slide of the introduction, it has been mentioned that in COVID-19 pandemic, total number of foreign tourists decreased. In 2022, foreign tourists arrived in Delhi airport in the Mumbai. It is also mentioned in the chart. Then we are having the literature review in the second slide. In the third, we have evaluating the challenges which is based on the environmental sustainability for tourist activities. As we know that the food waste issues can be found in the tourism organization, which is affecting the environmental issue. The same has been mentioned in the third and fourth slide. In fifth, we are having the challenges which is based on the environmental sustainability for tourist activity. The charts have been mentioned in the fifth slide. We can move to the fifth one. In the sixth, we are having the strategies. What can be the strategies for addressing the associated challenges? So we can do cultural development, social responsibility to avoid the pollution rates. In the seventh slide, we are having the methodology and the data analysis which is used. The study selected for this research paper is India. We have done quantitative research strategy and SPSS software has been used. We have prepared a questionnaire with 6 questions. The sample size and technique can be visible in the 8th slide. A total of 10 respondents has been selected and 5-point Likert scale have been used, which we already know, and the random sampling technique is used. Then all the ethical factors we have considered. And on the 10th slide, we have mentioned that tourism sector has been working as a major positive impact on the environment. As per the analysis, 10th and 11th slide can be mentioned for it. Then we have the result that majority of the people, they are unaware of the environmental impact that is coming because of the tourism. And current policy which we are having in India are very friendly and helping. In the 13th, we are having the result analysis and discussion. And in the 14th, we are having the findings. So the major findings are the awareness, which is spread by the tourist, is significant for developing the strong awareness. We are having the signboards and everything mentioned. Tourism is seen to play a significant role in controlling the changes. And in the 15th, we are having a general discussion. And the last is the conclusion, that it can be concluded that the tourism industry has generated pollution because of the transportation. Many tourists are coming, and then we are having the transportation issues also, which can be controlled. And based on the findings, we can have a critical discussion so that we can form the policies which are not available, so that the impact can be minimized. And last, we are having the reference list. That's all about the paper.
Okay. Yeah, you. Yeah. You ask first.
Yeah, am I audible to you, Garima?
Ji ma'am. हाँ जी sir.
Ji, Garima, is it your research paper finally? True?
Yeah.
So, do you agree with that your methodology are perfect as per the topic or the study?
No, it might be not perfect. It is my first try for a research paper like this. So maybe it not be perfect.
I'm so sorry, Garima. You have taken 10 samples. Okay. Your question is 10.
Okay.
How could you get out the result out of 10? Why does it necessary of applying SPSS? There is no need to.
Okay.
And with the help of 10 samples, how could you predict that what status and what nature can be identified?
Okay.
It's very
Okay, sir.
exactly. For that basis, is very means like situation is not good. So let us. Can we have the previous slide, please? Previous slide.
Which one?
Yeah, analysis. Come, yeah, this here. Just wait. So you have taken Likert point, right? Total 10 respondents. Even if you are talking about pilot study, minimum 50 respondents should be there.
Okay.
And on the basis of 10. And what is the criteria of identifying random sampling?
We have taken the ethical factors.
Do you know what is random sampling, by the way?
Yeah, I know. Randomly we select people from a group of people. We randomly select 1 or 2.
So sorry, Garima. It's not random sampling technique.
Okay.
Okay, so please refresh, revise this paper.
Okay.
It is very
Sample size and technique. I need to.
everything you need to. Everything you need to.
Okay.
Okay.
Minimum.
See,
Sir, I
you're
am on
talking.
the learning stage, so thank you so much for your suggestions.
I'm always giving suggestion to all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah. Okay. God bless you.
Yeah, thanks, Garima, and thanks, Teresa, for giving such a valuable suggestions, and it is really worthwhile. So, thank you.
I just want to say one thing. Garima, if you can able to do, please do any course either from Coursera or from Udemy on a research methodology before taking up any research assignment. If you have not got a chance in a university to do this course, do it from Udemy or Coursera. First do the course of research methodology and then please embark on your research journey. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable suggestion. It means a lot to me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So, next paper presenter is Pallavi Rani and Sanjay Kumar. Pallavi Rani and Sanjay Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
I am going to share my screen.
कितने और बज गए? एक, अरे बारे में तो 4 है.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pallavi Rani, and I am here to present my paper on the title, A Study of the Behavior of Price of Different Commodities in the Commodity Market of India during COVID-19 and in the post-COVID-19 period. I am presenting here on as myself as the corresponding author of this research paper and on the behalf of my research supervisor and co-author, Dr. Sanjay Kumar. So this is the presentation outline of my paper. So just give me. I am a research scholar from Central University of Rajasthan, and I am working in the area of agri derivatives market. And this is my research. This is my presentation outline. First, introduction. As we all know, that the price of commodity derivatives are really dynamic and quickly get impacted by different scenarios occur in the real world. The global pandemic due to COVID-19 is one of the real world scenario which greatly impacted the commodities derivatives market all over the world and India as well. As the COVID-19 outbreak, the top authorities of every country decided to control the span by imposing travel restrictions and business cessations. In India, there are almost 4 phases of lockdown in the year 2020, which are the nationwide lockdowns, and there are 22 phases of unlock from March 2020 to March 2022. These lockdown has adversely impacted all the business activities and economic activities of the country, and the financial and commodity derivative markets also have beared the brunt of it. A downfall in the prices of all the commodities were seen during the COVID-19 period. In this paper, we have presented a trend analysis of the behavior of prices of selected commodities during the COVID-19 and the post-COVID-19 period. These are the review of literature for this paper, and the objective of my study is to present the behavior of the prices of different commodities. For that purpose, I have applied this research methodology. First, my research is based on the secondary data, which I have collected from the Multi Commodity Exchange of India Limited, in short MCX. And there are 4 segment of commodities which are traded on MCX. And I have selected 2 commodities from each segment of commodities traded on MCX. And the data was collected from January 1st, 2020 to September 30, 2023. And it was broken into 2 time span. First is January 1st, 2020 to September 30, 2021, which is the period of lockdown and unlock. And after second time span is October 1st, 2021 to 30th September 2023, which is our recovery and vaccination kind of period, which our country is going through. And the trend analysis I have done with the help of MS Excel, and I have presented a trend analysis of 2 commodities from each segment. And after that, I have also presented a combined trend of all the commodities, all the selected commodities during COVID-19 period and in the post-COVID-19 period. First, I have selected cotton and mentha oil from the agriculture commodity segment of MCX. And as we can see,
Pallavi,
yes,
please
ma'am.
come on your findings and conclusion.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, you can see a similar. You can actually, I will come to my findings in 2 minutes. Just you can see these figures. In these figures, you can analyze the trend. And I will tell you the reason for this volatility or difference in my findings only. For bullion segment, I have selected silver and gold, and and next is copper and zinc. Zinc from metal segment, and from oil segment, it was natural gas and crude oil. And these are the overall commodities trend analysis. In conclusion, as we know, due to COVID-19, all the prices of all the commodities goes down. But after the phase COVID-19 phase was after post COVID-19 phase period arrived, they are more volatile than before. Even they are more than volatile even when there is no COVID-19. Gold reached its peak in the during COVID-19 period, as investors take that as safe haven for investing, and all other commodities prices goes down. And in the first phase of lockdown, agricultural commodity segment was a strong segment of investing, but since after first lockdown, there was a decline in the prices of agriculture commodity derivatives trading, and they are like and the copper and zinc also shares the same fate as cotton and mentha, and cotton trading was suspended for 5 or 6 months on MCX, and now MCX has come with a new platform for its commodity derivative trading segments.
Now it is.
And these are the references. Thank you.
Okay. Any question? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Next ले लेते हैं. Next presenter is Mrs. Gargi Sharma and Dr. J.N. Sharma. Online mode. Gargi. Gargi, are you there? Respond नहीं आ रही. So next presenter is Vishwa Bandhu Bharti and Dr. Sanjay Kumar. Rajasthan Badrinath. Ajmer. They are from Ajmer.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Bandar Sindri. Bandar Sindri.
Yeah, may I start, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. You can start now.
1 second, I am just sharing the screen.
इसमें क्या है? कैसे है क्या? अच्छा, मैं तो इधर ही पटक दी थी अभी. Okay.
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yeah. Yes, you are visible. Your screen is visible. You are also. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everybody. This is Vishwa Bandhu Bharti, a research scholar in the Department of Management, Central University of Rajasthan. I am going to present an empirical paper titled Long-Term Relationship Between Cryptocurrency and Other Financial Assets. At first, introduction. As we all know, cryptocurrency is a type of digital currency. It has attracted and gained the attention of almost everybody, whether it is academicians, writers, policymakers, or
please just skip the introduction, come on the objective and methodology and finding and conclusion. So please finish your presentation within 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay, ma'am. Just I am trying to finish it. Yeah. The main objective of this paper is to investigate the long and short-term relationship of the cryptocurrencies with other financial assets. Next, move on to data sources and methodology. This paper has utilizes the daily price data of Bitcoin, gold, crude oil, and S&P 500 index. These assets have been selected because They represent a represent a crucial role in their respective segments. If you talk about the Bitcoin, it covers almost more than 50% of the whole cryptocurrency market, and it has also the maximum trade frequency. If we talk about the gold and crude oil, they are also two important commodities of the commodity markets. S&P 500 index is also one of the most tradable stock indexes in the whole world. So if we talk about the sources, coinmarket.com, Yahoo Finance, World Gold Council, and US Energy Information Administration have been used for the data retrieval for the Bitcoin, S&P 500, gold, and the crude oil, respectively. The period of this study is January 2015 to February 2023. This period has been selected because this is the common period among all the selected assets, and this is very important to compare any assets or any variables. If we talk about the statistical tools used in this study, for the analysis of the stationarity, unit root test have been used. For this, ADF, augmented Dupuy-Fuller test, and Philip-Heron test have been utilized. For the study of the long-term relationship, Johnson's co-integration test has been used. For analysis short-term relationship, Granger causality test has been utilized. Now move on to research findings and analysis sections. At first, descriptive statistics. These are the mean, median, maximum, minimum value of the period that is having considered. If you talk about the Jarque-Bera test, if you see the p-value of for the whole four selected assets, all the p-value is significant. So we can say that the none of the variable is normal. This can be also supported by the skewness and kurtosis coefficients, which are, if you talk about the kurtosis coefficients, none of the coefficients is near 3 or near to 3. All are further away. In the same sense, skewness is also none of the coefficients. Sorry, none of the coefficients is near to 0. So we can say that none of the series is normal. Now move on to long-term relationship analysis. For since the stationarity is prerequisite for the Johnson's co-integration test, or we can say the co-integration test, so it is necessary to perform a stationary test. For this, unit root test has been utilized. If we this is the result table for unit root test. If you see at first we see that at level all the p values in both the stats ADF and PP, none of the coefficients is significant. So we can easily say that none of the series is stationary at level. But if you see at first difference in ADF and PP both, all the coefficients are less than 0.05. So we can say that all are significant. So we can conclude that all the series BTC, crude oil, gold, and SLP are stationary at first difference. So we can ready for the long-term analysis. Now move on to the long-term relationship analysis, that is Johnson's co-integration test. This is the result of the Johnson co-integration test. The leftmost column represents the number of possible co-integrating equations. We can see that all the coefficients, p-value for all the coefficients at level none, at most 1, at most 2, and at most 3, none are significant because all are greater than 0.05. So we can easily we can't reject the null hypothesis, though we can say that there is no any co-integrating equation is present in this. So thus we can conclude that there is no presence of any long-term relationship among all these selected assets. So we can now perform the short-term relationship analysis. For this, Granger causality test has been utilized. This is the result sections. If you see that dependent variable sections, Bitcoin, all the variables of the all the p values, uh, all the p values is not significant. So we can none of the p values is significant. So we can conclude that the Bitcoin is not affected by any of the variables, either it's crude oil, gold, or S&P 500. But if you see in the crude oil section, the p value for Bitcoin, gold, and S&P 500, all three are significant. So we can conclude that the crude oil is affected by the price movement of the Bitcoin, gold, and S&P 500 all. In the gold section, we can see the
Vishwa Bandhu,
the
please come on conclusion and just give the one some in a
Yeah.
summary.
Just 2
well,
minutes.
we are just running short of time, so please come on
Yeah,
the
only 2 minutes, ma'am. 2 minutes, ma'am. Only.
अभी एक हो
Okay.
रहे हैं, दो हो रहे हैं. तैयारी हो गई इधर?
Only 2 minutes, ma'am. So similarly, we can see only
yes.
okay. Ma'am. In gold section, we can see that the coefficients of only the S&P 500 is significant,
Please
and
just come
both
on
are
conclusion.
okay, ma'am. From the above analysis, we can easily conclude that there is no any long-run relationship present among the four selected variables. So there is a room for the diversification of the portfolio by including these four assets. In short-term relationship analysis, we have seen that the Bitcoin, gold, and S&P 500 Granger causes the price movement of the crude oil, and the S&P 500 also Granger causes the price movement of gold. So we can conclude that by tracking the movement of the S&P 500, we can easily predict the price movement of the gold especially in the short-term period. Similarly, we can also track the price movement of the S&P 500 by tracking the movement of the Bitcoin, because Bitcoin affects the S&P 500.
Okay,
And
thanks,
the Bitcoin.
thanks, Vishwa Bandhu. Thanks.
I just have one question to him.
Okay.
So, Mr.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Bharti, you have done a good research and it's very well used statistical tools. My only point is that, see, Bitcoin is not traded on any of the traditional platform as compared to crude oil, gold, and other assets. So, what was the reason of comparison? Even we're not considering it legal at all, and you know that it is not traded openly in any of the market. So, what do you really want to prove out of it?
No, ma'am, this is not totally right. Actually, nowadays there are two countries like El Salvador and South African Association. They are treated as fiat currencies. So these are now tradable openly. And if we talk about there are many stock exchanges. So stock is not the cryptocurrency exchanges. We treat it as a currency, and now it is the perception of people are changing continuously, and they are adopting it readily. In India too, it is not illegal. That is, it is between the legal and illegal. So we can say
All right,
illegal.
but your data is not from El Salvador or another country. So please think about
Yes,
it before making final conclusions. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
you. So next presenter is Sridhar, JNU. Sridhar. Rekha Sidhu.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can start now.
Hi, my name is Sridhar. I am from JNU. I'm a PhD student at JNU CESP, and current paper is related to the education sector. Let me present my slides.
JNU is not giving full form in JNU.
Jawaharlal Nehru University, ma'am. New Delhi.
Jawaharlal Nehru University.
So,
Yeah.
is the slides audible? Is the slides visible, ma'am?
3 minutes is given, so you just complete your presentation.
So I am just trying to study the demand size factors, the determinants of demand. So the research question is to identify the determinants of demand for higher education, observe the gender-wise, male-female, region-wise disparities, and relative importance of conventional determinants versus non-conventional determinants. The model is, we are looking at a Logit model. We are looking at Indian IHDS survey, 2011-12 data, And outcome variable take the value 1 if an individual has completed more than 12 years of age, otherwise 0. And then we present our finding. So what we have taken is that people, the students who have completed 12 years of schooling and whether they have enrolled in a higher education or not. So yes and no. So college enrollment, no, and yes, male, female. In if there is yes, then how many people in male and how many people in female. Likewise, we have taken this, and this is our, these are the variables we have taken. This is per capita consumption, this is household asset, this is number of people in the household, and social network. Social network we have decided by the people who are a network with the family who are in higher education, judiciary. Yes. So now going to the Logit model, these are the significant variables we have found. If you look at the star rating, so this is higher education of the parents, regional disparity, whether it's urban or rural, positive for urban, negative for rural, per capita consumption in the household. So this also makes a difference. Household assets makes a difference, and the stream also makes a difference. And very significantly, knowledge of English or proficiency in English does make difference. Fluency in English makes difference, and computer knowledge, that means the basic computer knowledge of the ward or the candidate, makes the difference. Which means that we are moving towards digitalization in the education sector as well, and the students or candidates who are exposed to the computer knowledge get much more confidence in pursuing higher education going forward. So what are the finding? The finding is that, so if you look at the top end of the line, so that is for predictive possibility for urban male to get higher education is highest, for rural male, for then comes the rural female, urban female, and then rural male, and then the rural females. That means the paradox is that on gender lines, even though women are at disadvantage, but urban women are at much higher probability of going towards higher education than the rural male, and rural female is at the very bottom end, right? And if you look at what we see, predictive probability for SC candidates is almost on par with the general candidate, in the sense that reservation policy is working, because the SC candidates, we understand that these have cleared 12 standards. So the idea is that as people getting benefit of reservation and trying to move forward, so if they are clearing 12 standards, they're moving ahead and enrolling themselves for higher education. Whereas OBC, I think the reservation policy has only recently been introduced from since 2008, 9, 10 onwards. So I think in going future, OBC's predictive probability will also improve. And spatial disparities is as expected. So as we go from rural to urban, predictive probability for higher education enrollment after doing 12 year of schoolwork increases, and predictively for all the different. So very important that the science and commerce, we see much higher probability. That means that because they are commercial education, so we see higher probability for them, students opting for higher education after 12, clearing their 12 standards. So thank you. That's my conclusion.
Okay, thank you. So now all presenters are given their presentation. So we are just coming on conclusion, and some observations are there. As like the topic is our economic transformation and sustainable development, both are interconnected, and number of papers are presented here, and they focus on fostering positive changes in a society, while we can say ensuring long-term environmental, social, and economic well-being. And some key components, they are all are focused and given the stress and given the weightage as like industrialization, agrarian society to the industrialization and service sector, they are given the focus, and the technological advancements and diversifications as like economic activities, number of economic activities through diversification, and infrastructure development, and major goals which we want to achieve. That was the how can the efficiency and productivity can be increased through our updated technology, and how can the job creation can be like increased income growth development, and how that all aspects which all like papers, they all given the weightage and consideration, like focus how the economic transformations will be the good for our growth and development. So thanks to all participants and thanks to the keynote speaker, Taylor sir and Vidisha ma'am, and thanks to the Professor Abhay Upadhyay sir and the team of the Subodh College and participants and all. Thanks a lot. And now I hand over the mic to the Professor Abhay Upadhyay sir.
Thank you very much, Professor Mamta ji, for conducting the presentation part smoothly. Due to shortage of time, since the valedictory session is to start very soon, we have to conclude our session immediately. And so I thank you, all my team, Professor Mamta Janki, presentation.
Guests, scholars, participants, a warm welcome to the closing session of the National Conference on Synergy 2023, Emerging Trends and Innovation in Commerce and Management. We have spent 2 days immersed in insightful discussions, groundbreaking presentations, and collaborative exchanges. It is a platform where intellect converges and innovation dances. In the drape of knowledge we have woven, each thread represents a unique insight, and every stitch symbolizes the unity of thought. In the words of Helen Keller, alone we can't do so little. Together we can do so much. Our gratitude extends to every participant who like a star in the night sky, illuminated this gathering with their wisdom. Your collective journey from every corner of our nation has painted a mosaic of brilliance. Embracing the ethos of cordiality, we extend a gracious welcome to our esteemed guests. Each arrival marks a new chapter in the narrative of redefined hospitality.
We have among us Honorable Shri Rajendra Singh Shekhawat, Commissioner of Nagar Nigam Heritage Jaipur. His leadership and vision have played a crucial role in the presentation and enhancement of rich heritage of Jaipur. Now I request Dr. Alpna Saxena, Ma'am, Vice Principal of the institution, to kindly welcome the chief guest with the flowers. Thank you, ma'am. I extend my invitation to Dr. Devendra Sharma, sir, conference convener, to present the memento to the sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, your presence is indeed a source of motivation to all of us. Additionally, we are privileged to welcome our special guest, Professor Reena Dadish, Dean Faculty Science and Director of Research, IQSC Cell at University of Kota. Now, I request Dr. Vikas Bharati, sir, Dean Student of the institution, to welcome our special guest with class. Okay, I request Dr. Nilkamal Purohit, sir, Head ABSC Department of Institution, to kindly come and welcome with class. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to request Dr. Shailesh Mathur, sir, Associate Professor of SSN PG College, to kindly come and present a token of remembrance, a memento to our special guest. Thank you, ma'am, for your presence. We also have among us Shri Ajay Sindhu, sir, an IAS Jaipur Smart City Projector. He is heading as the Executive Director over there. I request Dr. Chitra, ma'am, is she there? Yeah, I request Dr. Chitra Rathore, ma'am, Head EFM Department, to kindly come forward to welcome the special guest with the bouquet of flowers to him. Thank you, ma'am. I extend my invitation to Dr. Richa Singhal, ma'am, Associate Professor, EFM Department, to kindly present a memento to the sir.
In the corridors of education, our principal, sir, Professor K.V. Sharma, stands as a visionary architect, shaping dreams into reality. His leadership is a compass that guides us through the journey of learning, and his inspiration is the fuel that propels us towards excellence. Although he is not present here, but the echo of his blessings and warm words resonates, leaving an indelible imprint on all our hearts. She is a dedicated educator with a passion for fostering academic excellence and holistic development in students. Her leadership is marked by a commitment to create a positive and inclusive learning, where students felt supported and inspired to reach their full potential. With a strong focus on discipline and integrity, she plays a crucial role in shaping the educational experience within the college. Her unwavering dedication to the educational community makes her an invaluable asset in promoting the overall growth and success of the institution. Now, I request Alpna Saxena ma'am, our Vice Principal, to deliver the welcome speech.
Well, I would like to start my speech with these few lines. Conferences are a mark of victory, and they come in the form of never-ending valedictory. A warm good afternoon to this August gathering. I welcome you all to the valedictory session of our two-day national conference on Synergy 2023, Emerging Trends and Innovations in Commerce and Management. I feel highly honored to welcome our chief guest, IAS and Commissioner of Municipal Corporation, Jaipur Heritage, Shri Rajendra Singh Shekhawat Sahib. Special guest, Professor Reena Dadej, Dean Research, University of Kota. Special guest, IES Shri Ajay Sindhu Sahib, deputed as Executive Director in Jaipur Smart City. Convener of this two-day national conference, Dr. Devendra Kumar Sharma. Dr. Richa Singhal, Associate Professor, Department of EFM, Subodh College, other eminent dignitaries from various fields, delegates, staff members, and dear students. First of all, it is my privilege to welcome our chief guest of today's valedictory session, IAS Shri Rajendra Singh Shekhawat Sahib, who is working as the Commissioner of Jaipur Heritage Municipal Corporation and CEO, Smart City Limited, Jaipur. He has marked his incredible presence in the form of reforms, which he has done for our city. He has worked a lot to improve upon the revenue collection and cleanliness of our city. He started his career as RAS officer. He is MA in Political Science, MBA and LLB. He has done certificate course in public policy from Lee Kuan University, Singapore. He has served in state in so many capacities like SDM, ADM, District Excise Officer, Joint Secretary, Urban Development, and Collector Karoli. We welcome you, sir. I now welcome the special guest of today's valedictory session, Professor Reena Dadej, madam, who is a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Informatics, Dean of the Faculty of Science, Director of Research and IQAC Cell, Chairman of the Examination Committee of the University of Kota. She has got 23 years of work experience and has guided more than 50 scholars. She has edited more than 6 books. Her articles and papers get published in reputed journals time to time. She is a lifetime member of Computer Society of India and ISTE. We welcome you, ma'am. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our guests for sparing time out of their busy schedules and gracing the valedictory of our conference Synergy 2023. I now welcome our next guest, special guest, IES Shri Ajay Sindhu Sahib, who is currently deputed as Executive Director in Jaipur Smart City. He is a diligent and wonderful personality who works really hard for the betterment of all the projects that are given to him time to time. He is known for his work style and laborious nature. We welcome you, sir, at this conference. Well, on this occasion, I would also like to share the glorious journey of our college, which firmly believes in the motto that excellence is not a skill, but an attitude. An attitude which aims high and strives for the best. Starting from 1954, the institution has endeavored in every possible way to fulfill its responsibility of preparing the future citizens of India. At present, we stand among the first 150 best institutions of India in 2023 NIRF ranking. SSJN Subodh PG College stands out as the sole institution in Rajasthan consistently upholding in NIRF ranking for the 5th consecutive year, maintaining a distinguished position among the top colleges in India. Our college is aggregated with A++ grade with 3.82 CGPA by UGC NAC in the 3rd cycle of accreditation. We are a college with star status by DBT Government of India, New Delhi, College of Excellence Award by UGC. We also hold the status of Model College of Excellence Award by UGC. We also hold, we were also awarded the Grand Jury Award in Best Academia Industry category 2022 by Education World. We are ranked among top industry category, and we are among 100 colleges of India in national academic surveys by different prestigious magazines like India Today, Outlook, Open Magazine, etc. It is a matter of pride for Subodh that recently we have been awarded with a certificate of award for Best Private Undergraduate College in Rajasthan 2022 by the Integrated Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ICCI. Here, I would also like to congratulate the convener of this conference, Dr. Devendra Sharma, and his entire team for putting in great energy and making this endeavor a huge success. We will keep on organizing such proceedings with some more innovative ideas. I once again take this opportunity to thank our chief guest, Shri Rajendra Singh Shekhawat Sahib, special guest, Professor Reena Dadij, IES Shri Ajay Sindhu Sahib, and other dignitaries from various fields, delegates, staff members, and students. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our luminous principal, Professor KB Sharma sir, whose visions and guidance works as an energized force and become the reason of success for all our endeavors. Thank you all for making this conference a huge success. Jai Bharat, Jai Jinend.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It is with great excitement that we extend an invitation to Dr. Richa Singhal, Associate Professor, EFM Department, and a member of Editorial Board and Conference Steering Committee of National Conference for the report presentation. We look forward to her for valuable insight that promise to enhance the conference experience for all of us.
Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Rajendra Singh Shekhawat sir, Commissioner, Nagar Nigam Heritage Jaipur. Presiding guest, Professor Reena Dadij, Dean Faculty of Science, Director Research and Advocacy Cell, University of Kota. And a special guest, Shri Ajay Sindhu sir, IAS Jaipur City. Dr. Alpna Saxena, Vice Principal, Subodh College. All the invited speakers, resource persons, delegates, research scholars, and my colleagues, faculty members. I'm hereby presenting a brief report of 2 days National Conference on Synergy 2023, Emerging Trends and Innovations in Commerce and Management. On the first day of this conference, the inaugural function was graced by the humble presence of Honorable Chief Guest Professor Alpna Kateja, Vice Chancellor, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. Presiding guest, Professor Bhagirath Singh Bijania, former Vice Chancellor, Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay, Shekhawati University, Sikar. Special guest, Professor Padam Shri Patnaik, Joint Director, Department of College Education, Rajasthan. Shri S.S. Bothra Sahab, Honorary Secretary, Subodh Shiksha Samiti. Professor K.B. Sharma Sahab, Principal, SSJN Subodh PG College, Jaipur, and Conference Convener, Dr. Devendra Kumar Sharma. The inaugural function began with the lighting of the lamp and Subodh Kulgeet. Afterwards, Professor K.B. Sharma sir welcomed all the distinguished guests, session chairs, and former faculty members of the college. Professor K.B. Sharma sir thanked all the guests for gracing the occasion and recalled the long-term association of Professor Altna Kateja and Professor Bijania with Subodh College. Professor Altna Kateja validated the relevancy of the conference topic by highlighting the advantages of innovation and latest trends in commerce and management. She highlighted the benefits of e-commerce and elimination mediators from supply chain management and consumer-centric approach, etc., with the examples of Amazon and Alibaba. Professor Padam Shri Patnaik advocated maximum social benefit principle and said that teamwork gives the best result. She also said that the conference environment creates the best learning atmosphere by providing knowledge with ease and happiness. She emphasized that success is achieved by making things easier and happily acceptable by beneficiaries. Professor B.S. Bijania highlighted the relevancy of conference topic and said that there exists a synergy between commerce and management, which leads to the success of any agency. He emphasized that in order to attain $5 trillion economy, we have to increase employability, and for rapid economic development of our nations, our ideology should be mind to market and ideas to industry. During the inaugural session, conference souvenir was also released by the distinguished guest. Afterwards, Dr. Chitra Rathore proposed a vote of thanks. This two-day conference was divided into 5 technical sessions. The first technical session on advancement and challenges in accounting and finance was chaired by Professor M.C. Sharma and co-chaired by Professor Ashok Agarwal. The keynote speakers were Professor C.K. Shah and Dr. Ravi Sharma. The second technical session on navigating business and management in the rapidly changing world has Professor Naveen Mathur as chairperson, Professor N.D. Mathur sir as co-chairperson, and Professor Anil Mehta and Professor Ashok Sharma sir as keynote speakers. This was followed by lunch. On the second day of this conference, three technical sessions were organized. The third technical session on economic transformation and sustainable development was chaired by Professor Abhay Upadhyay sir and co-chaired by Professor Mamta Jain ma'am. In this session, Professor Vidisha Vyas and Professor R.K. Taylor was keynote speaker. The fourth technical session was on management information system for improved business decisions. Professor Bindu Jain chaired this session and Professor Krishna Agarwal was the co-chair. In this session, Professor Anurag sir and Professor Puneet Bhapna sir were keynote speakers. The fifth technical session on new dimensions in commerce was chaired by Professor M.L. Sharma sir and co-chaired by Professor Reena Dadij. Professor Sunil Kumar and C.A. Vijay Garg was also presented as keynote speaker in the session. In this 2 days national conference, more than 400 participants registered their names for different universities and colleges from all over the country. This conference was organized in the hybrid mode and 73 papers were presented both offline and online. Best papers from each technical sessions were selected for Best Paper Awards. I hope that this 2 days national conference would be a great platform to all the young research scholars and faculties who were associated with the projects and research on commerce and management. I, on behalf of President Subodh PG College, express my gratitude and thanks to all the distinguished guests and participants. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your informative report regarding two-day national conference. Thank you so much, ma'am.
It is my honor to invite our chief guest, Shri Rajendra Singh Shekhawat, Commissioner of Nagar Nigam Heritage Jaipur. With a wealth of experience and a profound commitment to conserving the heritage of our city, Shri Shekhawat Ji has played a pivotal role in the cultural and historical conservation efforts of Jaipur. His leadership and vision have been instrumental in shaping the narrative of our heritage.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all delegates for smooth running of today's workshop. Here, Dr. Devendra Sharma ji, convener, Dr. Alpna Saxena ji, Dr. Richa Singhal ji, Dr. Ajay Sidhu, Professor Satish Chaturvedi, my guru, and all members of this conference. Naturally, we are living in society where economics is pivotal thing. Without economics, we can't run. Our national interest, our polity, our all policies depend on economics and commerce. You know very well, when Ukraine and Russia are fighting each other, for our national cause, we take petrol and diesel from Russia. When there is problem in Iran and Israel, then again, we are looking our national interest. It means economics is basic theory, which reflect political vision and social vision. तो मेरे ख्याल से मैं आपको शुरू से लेके चलता हूँ, ज्यादा बेटर समझ पाएंगे। आप इसको ये समझें कि अपन हिस्ट्री को उठा के देखें और धर्मशास्त्र को उठा के देखें, रिलीजन को उठा के देखें, तो सबसे पहले आदमी गुफा में रहता था, सब मिल के कर लेते, सब कुछ कर लेते। उसमें से फिर धीरे धीरे आया कि ये खेती हो रही है, तो फिर क्या आया, एक जना आया चौकीदार बीच में पंचायती करने वाला कि बार्टर सिस्टम कर ले, तू ये ले ले, ये ले ले, ये ले ले, ये सिस्टम था। इसका जो डेवलपमेंट होता गया, कास्ट खेती होती गई, फिर कोडी सिस्टम आया, फिर आपका कोडी के बाद में आपके जिसके पास गायें ज्यादा होती थी, मैं इसको इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ कि आप ज्यादा अच्छी तरह समझ पाएंगे, जिसके पास गायें होती थी तो उसको समझते थे कि इसके पास 1 लाख गाय, रिच पर्सन है। महाभारत में लड़ाई हो रही है, गाय लेके चले गए, मार रहे हैं एक दूसरे को। गाय के लिए जिसने लड़ा वो गोगा जी बन गया, बाबू जी बन गया, तेजा जी बन गया। और फिर हमने उसको लक्ष्मी का रूप भी दे दिया, क्योंकि अभी मैं आपको कहूं कि आप पुराना 100 का नोट निकाल के फाड़ो तो आप 2 मिनट में फाड़ दोगे आप, लेकिन अभी लेटेस्ट वाला कहूं तो आप 2 बार सोचोगे। तो इट मीन्स ये फिर क्या हुआ, सिस्टम सोसाइटी को चलाने के लिए अगेन इकोनॉमिक्स आती है। सारे धर्मशास्त्र कहते हैं कैसे करें, टैक्स कैसे लें, तो टैक्स 1/6 भाग लेना चाहिए, मनुस्मृति कहती है, फिर इतना लेना चाहिए, फिर सिस्टम डेवलप होता है। फिर आप देखें अगेन जिसके पास ज्यादा है वो सोसाइटी में कैसे बांटे, CSR कैसे करे, तो ट्रस्टीशिप आ गया। गांधी जी बोले न्यास सिद्धांत है, महावीर स्वामी कहने लग गए क्या परिग्रह करो, हमारे यहाँ कहने लग गया कि धन की 3 सबसे बड़ी गति होती है। सबसे अच्छी गति तो होती है कि उसको दान कर दो आप, सेकंड उसकी गति ये होती है कि आप उसको कंज्यूम कर लो, और थर्ड ये है कि आप दोनों काम नहीं करते तो उसका नाश निश्चित है। फिर अगेन इस्लाम आता है, इस्लाम कहता है 40वां भाग दान कर दो। तो ये सब क्या है, ये सब सिस्टम है जो हमें ये सिखाते हैं कि ये इकोनॉमिक्स और कॉमर्स हमेशा से ही प्रायोरिटी पे रहे हैं। एंड फर्स्ट रिनेसां वाज जैनिज्म एंड बौद्धिज्म पीरियड। अगेन वी टॉक अबाउट रिनेसां कि इट वाज मतलब प्रोडक्ट या इट वाज थ्योरी ऑफ यूरोपियन सिस्टम, बट नॉट। अर्ली रिनेसां वाज जैनिज्म एंड बौद्धिज्म पीरियड। और उस पीरियड के अंदर इतनी ग्रोथ हुई थी कि इंडिया को आपको गोल्डन बर्ड करने लग गए थे। एंड पिलनी जो हिस्ट्रियन था उसने अपनी बुक्स में लिखा है कि हमारी जो विलासिता है वो इतनी बढ़ गई है कि हमारा सारा सोना इंडिया में जा रहा है। एंड आप एज पर जीडीपी, किसी भी इकोनॉमी का क्या आधार है, इकोनॉमी जीडीपी है। किसकी जीडीपी ज्यादा है? 1707 में जब औरंगजेब की डेथ हुई उस समय भी हमारी वर्ल्ड की सबसे बड़ी जीडीपी थी, और अकेला चाइना और इंडिया वर्ल्ड के 50% से ऊपर कवर करते थे। हमारी 35% जीडीपी थी, जीडीपी सेंस में भी। और आप देखें कि किस तरह से ड्रेन थ्योरी चली, आपने पढ़ी होगी, कई यूनिवर्सिटी पढ़ी है। ड्रेन थ्योरी क्या थी, हमारे धीरे धीरे हमारी जो कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज और हमारी इकोनॉमी थी इसको धीरे धीरे तबाह किया गया उसको, और तबाह करके मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सिस्टम लाके इस पूरे देश को बिल्कुल बर्बाद कर दिया गया। जो 35 जीडीपी 35 प्रोडक्शन करता था, 35% जो वर्ल्ड की सबसे बड़ी जीडीपी थी। और हमारी वर्थ व्यवस्था इकोनॉमी इंडिया की, आज इंडिया का सब्जेक्ट नहीं है, लेकिन मैं इस पर धीरे धीरे आऊंगा मेन सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर, टाइम की कोई पाबंदी नहीं है। तो हम धीरे धीरे आके इस स्थिति में पहुंच गए कि अब आज हम बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड की बात करते हैं तो हम छोटे छोटे कंट्रीज से अपना कंपैरिजन करते हैं, सिंगापुर जैसे कंट्री से करते हैं या हांगकांग से करते हैं। हालांकि तो अगेन इशू यही है कि जब तक टाइम एंड टाइड वेट्स फॉर नॉन, एंड रोम वाज नॉट बिल्ट इन अ डे। हम समय के साथ नहीं चलेंगे तो पीछे जाएंगे। अब आज इमर्जिंग ट्रेंड्स क्या है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का मैक्सिमम यूज हो रहा है हमारी इंडस्ट्रीज और इकोनॉमिक्स में। जब तक हम रिसर्च एंड आरडी पे खर्च नहीं करेंगे, कल परसों ही आप टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में पढ़ा होगा आपने कि रिसर्च और डेवलपमेंट में जितना अमेरिका खर्च करता है उसके कंपेरिजन में 10 गुना कम करते हैं, बहुत कम करते हैं। तो आरडी नहीं होगा तो फिर आप आगे बढ़ोगे कैसे? आप प्रोटोटाइप इकोनॉमी में तो आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते आप जब तक आपकी जो पॉलिसीज हैं, पब्लिक पॉलिसीज हैं, वो इकोनॉमिक्स और कॉमर्स फ्रेंडली होंगी और ट्रेंड जो वर्ल्ड में चल रहा है उसके कंपैरिजन में आप पॉलिसीज नहीं बनाएंगे, चाहे रिवर्स रेपो रेट हो, चाहे रेपो रेट हो, मॉनेटरी पॉलिसीज हो, चाहे फिस्कल पॉलिसीज हो, चाहे आपके जो बिलो पॉवर्टी लाइन है या फिर जो कमजोर तबका है उसके अपलिफ्टमेंट के लिए पॉलिसीज हो। इन सब में आपस में कोऑर्डिनेशन करना पड़ता है और ये सब कोऑर्डिनेशन होता है। ये सब मैनेजमेंट के सब्जेक्ट्स भी हैं, पब्लिक पॉलिसीज की भी हैं और कॉमर्स के भी हैं। आज जो कॉमर्स और बिजनेस है, पहले का दायरा ट्रेडिशनल नहीं है कि हुंडी से चला लो, बही खाते में लिख लो, रोजनामचा लिख लो, ये साहब ये डेबिट ये क्रेडिट, ये नहीं है। आजकल तो सारा आपका सारा पोर्टफोलियो आपका कंप्यूटर पे मैनेज होता है, क्लाउड में होता है। बड़ी बड़ी कंपनियां हैं जो आपको पोर्टफोलियो प्रोवाइड करते हैं, आपको पता ही नहीं रहता है कहीं आपका डाटा कहाँ पड़ा है और कहाँ से यूज हो रहा है। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का जमाना है। इसके अलावा आप देखें तो सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट का खेल है। इसके अलावा आप देखें तो आईआईटी में भी एमबीए करा रहे हैं जिसमें इंटरनेशनल बिजनेस किस तरह से हो सकता है, what type of matters, what type of policies, what type of patterns we should use in changing scenario। बात करते हैं इसके अलावा तो हम देखें कि आप मोबाइल पे बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, सोशल बिहेवियर का स्टडी करके फिर पॉलिसीज बना रहे हैं, फिर बिजनेस मॉडल अडॉप्ट कर रहे हैं, आपको अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट दे रहे हैं। एसआईपी वाला कहता है ये प्रोडक्ट में ये फायदा होगा, इसमें ये फायदा होगा, आप ये ले लो। फिर इंश्योरेंस कंपनी वाला सर्विस सेक्टर कितना बढ़ गया है, सर्विस सेक्टर वाला आपको तरह तरह के प्रलोभन देता है, इसमें ये हो जाएगा, इसमें आप मर जाओगे इसके बाद इतना मिलेगा, जीते जियोगे तो इतना मिलेगा, और आपकी वाइफ को मिलेगा। तो इट मीन्स क्या है, आपको सारी चीजें सब्सिडी कितनी मिलेगी, फिर आपकी किस्तों में ये मिल जाएगा, फिर वर्चुअल डिस्प्ले, ये सब चल रहे हैं। तो ये सब क्या है, ये सब एवरीथिंग ये है कि नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग, एवरीथिंग इज रिलेटेड टू टेक्नोलॉजी। इट मीन्स वी कांट आइसोलेट कॉमर्स फ्रॉम टेक्नोलॉजी एंड साइंस। तो इस इमर्जिंग ट्रेंड के हिसाब से हम पूरे वर्ल्ड में टिक पाए और हम भी टिक पाए और compete भी कर पाए, इसके लिए जरूरी है कि हमें उनके साथ बराबर चलना पड़ेगा। इसीलिए कोई क्रिप्टो करेंसी की बात कर रहा है, कोई कह रहा है इसको लीगलाइज कर दो। तो समय के हिसाब से सारी चीजें आती हैं। मोहम्मद तुगलक ने जिस समय करेंसी चलाई थी, चमड़े की करेंसी चलाई थी, तो उसको पागल करने लग गए क्योंकि समय के हिसाब से उपयुक्त नहीं थी। लेकिन चाइना ने जब पेपर करेंसी चलाई तो समय के हिसाब से उपयुक्त थी, और समय के हिसाब से उपयुक्त थी, उसकी प्रॉपर प्लानिंग भी थी। तो आज का जो मैनेजमेंट है और आज का जो कॉमर्स है, वो मेरा कहने का मतलब ये है कि शायद रिसर्च पेपर में आपकी क्या आए होंगे मुझे नहीं पता, आपके 2 दिन की क्या स्टडीज हुई हैं, लेकिन ये बात जरूरी है कि आप जो आज से 10 साल पहले कॉमर्स और ईएफएम और ये सब चीजें पढ़ा रहे थे, अकाउंटेंसी पढ़ा रहे थे, इसके साथ साथ आपको टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट में किस तरह मैनेजरियल बिहेवियर है, किस तरह एचआर ह्यूमन रिसोर्स भी बिल्कुल चेंज हो गया है। आप उस आदमी को जानते ही नहीं हो अमेजन को, और उसका बैठा आदमी बार बार काम कर रहा है। कितने एम्प्लॉइज हैं जिनको अमेजन का कोई आदमी नहीं जानता, उनका बॉस ही नहीं जानता। इट मीन्स वर्क फ्रॉम होम, ये सब क्या है। फिर सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट, इसके बाद अनेक तरह की चीजें जिसमें आपके वीसी के माध्यम से आप काम करते हो। फिर आपकी जो किस्तों के आधार पे कि हम ये देंगे, ये प्रलोभन। तो ये सारी चीजें इस तरह की हो गई हैं कि हमारा जो कॉमर्स का करिकुलम है और हमारा मैनेजमेंट का जो करिकुलम है, इसको अल्टीमेटली आपको आपकी जो काउंसिल्स हैं उनके माध्यम से चेंज करना पड़ेगा, या टाइम के हिसाब से उनको क्लब करना पड़ेगा, आपस में सिंथेसिस करना पड़ेगा। दिस इज सिनर्जी। ये सामंजस्य तब तक नहीं बैठेगा जब तक हम बहुत अच्छे आने वाले, अभी तक हमारे सीए और सीएस पूरे वर्ल्ड में माने जाते हैं कि इंडिया बहुत अच्छे इकोनॉमिस्ट देता है, बहुत अच्छे सीएस देता है, बहुत सीए देता है, और निश्चित रूप से ये बड़ा ह्यूमन रिसोर्स का हमारा बहुत अच्छा बड़ा पावर है। और इसको हम यदि अच्छी तरह से ढंग से कर सकें तो ये बाहर भी जाएगा, पैसा भी लाएगा। हमारे जो आईएम वर्ल्ड बैंक में या हमारी जो एजेंसी है उनमें कहीं काम करेंगे, हमारे पास बाहर की मनी भी आएगी, हमारी जो बिजनेस है वो भी बूस्ट होगा। हम आने वाले टाइम में बात कर रहे हैं कि वर्ल्ड की 3rd अर्थव्यवस्था हम बनाएं, जो हम सोच रहे हैं कि अगले 5-7 साल में बन जाए। तो इसके लिए कॉमर्स और इकोनॉमिक्स से रिलेटेड जितने भी प्रोफेसर्स हैं, रिसर्चर्स हैं, और हम सब लोग हैं, अपना जो करिकुलम है इसको भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा, माइंड सेट भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा, और टाइम टू टाइम उनके स्किल डेवलपमेंट के लिए जो बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं उनको भी 20 में मिड टर्म आपको स्किल डेवलपमेंट के लिए उनको भेजना पड़ेगा, चाहे इंडिया में भेजें चाहे बाहर भेजें। तो मेरा ये मानना है कि हम आने वाले टाइम में सक्सेसफुल रहेंगे और हमारे देश को बुलंदियों पे ले जाएंगे, क्योंकि इकोनॉमिक्स से ही, इकोनॉमी यदि बूस्ट होती है तो आपका HDI भी बढ़ता है, ह्यूमन डेवलप इंडेक्स भी बढ़ता है और हैप्पीनेस इंडेक्स भी बढ़ता है। और ये दो चीजें बढ़ती हैं तो फिर दूसरी चीजें जो है ना साइड में, फिर आदमी भूल जाता है कि जाति क्या होती है, धर्म क्या होती है, किसको देना है। ये सब चीजें, जितनी भी बेकार चीजें हैं, ये हमारे जो माइंडसेट और हमारे जो दिमाग में जब खाली होते हैं या कुछ होता नहीं है तब उपजती हैं। एजुकेशन, बेटर एजुकेशन, प्लेटो ने कहा था एजुकेशन इज मेंटल मेलोडी ऑफ मेंटल डिजीजेस। तो ये बेसिकली थॉट है जिसको हमें ढंग की एजुकेशन देनी चाहिए। और सुबोध कॉलेज को भी मैं अपनी शुभकामनाएं दूंगा कि 1954 में जो स्टेब्लिश हुई थी सोसाइटी के माध्यम से, आज ये किसी भी राजस्थान की बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी को टक्कर देने में सक्षम है और 15,000 छात्र इसमें पढ़ रहे हैं। और इसके लिए ये सारे स्टाफ के लिए भी प्राइड, मतलब प्राइड फील करने की बात है, और हमारे चतुर्वेदी जी के लिए भी तो मुझे यहाँ इसके लिए बुलाया, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और लास्ट में मेरी बात एक शेर के साथ खत्म करता हूँ कि नीचे झुककर आसमान की तरफ मत देख, पंख फैला जमाना उड़ान देखता है। थैंक यू।
So much, sir. Your words are really insightful. Professor Reena Dadej, who serves as the Dean of the Faculty of Science and the Director of Research and Advocacy Cell at the University of Kota. Professor Dadej, ma'am, is a distinguished academician whose contributions in the field of science and research have been truly commendable. Her leadership and commitment to academic excellence have significantly enriched the University of Kota, fostering a culture of innovation and learning. I requested ma'am to enrich us with your words of wisdom.
Thank you. Chief guest of the today's valedictory program of this 2 days national conference, Mr. Shekhawat and Mr. Sindhu, the Madam Richa Agrawal, Richa Singhal, who studied the report, conference report here. The convener of this conference, Dr. Devendra Agrawal ji, Devendra Sharma ji, Vice Principal of this college, Dr. Alpna Saxena, Sinha Sahab, Professor Sinha from Department of Computer Science, Subodh College, Dr. Ashish, Dr. Manish ji, and all respected teachers of Subodh College and all the researchers and participants who participated in the conference from all over the country come here. I congratulate all for the successful organization of this conference. Actually, my session was in technical, but today morning convener साहब ने valedictory में मुझे यहाँ बुला लिया तो my field is technology field. This 2 days conference was based on basically the recent emerging trends and innovations in commerce and management. And one session was the role of MIS in improvement of business. So there are different topics. One topic was a fraud detection and prevention system. जैसा अभी शेखावत जी ने डिस्कस किया कि technology and business both are running together, and at the tea time we were sitting, one expert was saying that now it is not the commerce, it is the comtech. और हम e-commerce कहें वो ज्यादा better term है. E-commerce जब आ गया है तो technology is running everything, businesses and commerce, whatever, it is run by the technology only. Amazon का example हम दे रहे हैं, कोई भी business का हम example लेते हैं, but when technology increases, the risk in the business also increases. अगर हम सिर्फ अभी recent statistics उठा करके देखें तो power वाटर कूपर्स लिमिटेड है, PwC, उसने स्टडी करवाया कि इंडिया में मई 23 में बिजनेस के जो फ्रॉड्स हुए हैं वो 65% इंक्रीज हुए हैं, बिकॉज द डिपेंडेंसी ड्यू टू पेंडेमिक contributed and enforce the businesses to switch over to the technology, most of the businesses. That is why this fraud or the risk in the businesses increased. और इतनी speedily ये frauds और ये जो risk है business की increase हो रही है. मैं बहुत ज्यादा टेक्निकल यहाँ डिस्कस नहीं करूंगी. I will discuss only 2 things related to technology here. जो कि अभी बहुत ज्यादा आप लोगों ने भी प्रैक्टिकली फील किया होगा. एक तो वांगिरी फ्रॉड बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है. 1 रिंग एंड कट. एक रिंग होगा, एक जो अटैकर है वो एक कंप्यूटर सिस्टम पर इस तरह से सॉफ्टवेयर लेकर के बैठा होता है एंड इट मेक्स अ कॉल टू thousands lakhs of people at a time. 1 रिंग करता है, देन कट हो जाता है. अब उनमें से सम ऑफ द रिसीवर्स कॉल अगेन, और जैसे ही वो कॉल अगेन करते हैं उनका जो फाइनेंशियल फ्रॉड है ट्रांजेक्शन से रिलेटेड वो स्टार्ट कर देता है वो अटैकर. तो एक इसको आप बहुत ध्यान से देखें. आई पर्सनली एनालाइज्ड दिस कि अभी फ्रॉड कॉल्स बहुत आते हैं. हम आपस में बात भी करते हैं कि अननोन नंबर्स को हमें नहीं रिसीव करना चाहिए, बट क्योंकि हम पब्लिक सर्विस में बैठे हैं तो अननोन नंबर्स को हमें रिसीव भी करना पड़ता है. समटाइम्स 2-3 बार अगर कोई रिंग आई है तो उसे कॉल बैक भी हमें करना पड़ता है. तो थोड़ा इसका ध्यान दें. एंड स्पेशली अगर मैं इंडिया की बात करूं तो नंबर ऑफ इंटरनेट यूजर्स बढ़ने से प्लेटफॉर्म फ्रॉड्स जो बिजनेस फील्ड में बढ़े हैं, प्लेटफॉर्म फ्रॉड्स बहुत ज्यादा इंक्रीज हुए हैं. प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर्म्स जैसा फ्रॉड्स जैसा कि नाम से पता लग रहा है, दीज आर रिलेटेड टू सोशल मीडिया रिलेटेड अटैक्स. तो जो भी इन जनरल कहा जाता है कि हम अपना OTP पिन शेयर नहीं करें, प्लीज काइंडली फॉलो दिस सिंसियरली. यूथ हमारे सामने बैठा है, सबसे ज्यादा इंटरनेट के यूजर्स हमारे यूथ में ही हैं. तो जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शंस हमारा बैंक देता है या इन जनरल हम कहीं भी पढ़ते हैं, काइंडली फॉलो देम सिंसियरली एंड ऑलवेज फॉलो द STC, स्टॉप, थिंक, देन कनेक्ट. कोई भी लिंक आता है, कोई भी मैसेज आता है, कोई भी अटैचमेंट यू रिसीव ऑन योर ईमेल, प्लीज डू नॉट ओपन इट क्विकली. उसको पहले आप पूरे पेशेंस के साथ में देखें, पढ़ें क्या ये जेन्युइन है या नहीं है. देन सोचें कि इससे रिलेटेड क्या मेरा कोई काम चल रहा है, आई एम डीलिंग सम असाइनमेंट रिलेटेड टू इट और नॉट. उसके बाद देन कनेक्ट करें, क्लिक करें. सी कैन बी कनेक्ट और क्लिक. इस बात का इसका ध्यान रखें, बिकॉज इन दिस एरा ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, डिजिटल एरा, अवेयरनेस इज ओनली द प्रोटेक्शन. हम नहीं भी कोई बिजनेस कर रहे हैं या छोटा बिजनेस कर रहे हैं या हम बड़ा बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, बातें तो बहुत सारी हैं. लाइक बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को हम क्या क्या बात का ध्यान रखना चाहिए, अपना प्रोडक्शन प्रोफाइल frequently update करना चाहिए. There are numerous techniques based on AI along with the machine learning. There are number of tools. एक अगर कोई business field से यहाँ है तो inscribe करके tool है, उसको आप इंस्टॉल करके उससे भी अपना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का डॉक्यूमेंट्स, जो फ्रॉड डॉक्यूमेंट्स, फाल्सिफाई डॉक्यूमेंट्स डिजाइन कर देते हैं. आपका चेक का जो इंफॉर्मेशन है वो भी फॉर्जरी उसमें हो जाती है. तो वो सब आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए देयर आर टूल्स अवेलेबल, बट फर्स्ट थिंग इज द नीड ऑफ अवेयरनेस. तो मेरी सबसे यही गुजारिश है यहाँ बीइंग अ स्कॉलर ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी कि हम सब अवेयर रहें ईच एंड एवरी टाइम, बिकॉज 24 आवर्स वी आर वर्किंग ऑन द टेक्नोलॉजी. अभी हम सबका मोबाइल डेटा ऑन रहता है 24 आवर्स. हाँ, तो एक पहला स्टेप ये है कि हम उसे ऑफ रखें, बिकॉज मोबाइल डेटा इज द डोर फ्रॉम वेयर अटैकर्स कैन कम. जैसे कि हम अपने घर को प्रोटेक्ट रखने के लिए लॉक करते हैं, क्लोज करते हैं डोर को, हम टेक्नोलॉजी के अटैक से बचने के लिए हमें हमारा मोबाइल डेटा ऑफ रखना चाहिए. वेरी सिंपल थिंग, वेरी सिंपल स्टेप विच वी कैन अडॉप्ट इन आवर डेली शेड्यूल. उसको हम प्लीज करें. मैं जहां भी जाती हूँ, कार्यक्रम कोई भी हो, मैं ये रिक्वेस्ट जरूर करती हूँ कि हम इसको जरूर करें. मोबाइल डेटा और इंटरनेट जो सर्विस है, दैट इज अ रिसोर्स. क्या है वो? रिसोर्स है. उसको रिसोर्स की तरह हम यूज करें. उसको हम ऐसे यूज नहीं करें कि 24 आवर्स यूज ओपन है वो. जब हमें काम करना है, ऑन करें. मेक इट ऑफ आफ्टर योर वर्क. इतना प्लीज करें. एंड आई वुड लाइक टू कंग्रेचुलेट all the organizing team members, especially Dr. Devendra Sharma ji, for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to discuss with you people. And especially today I met with my technological friends, colleagues, Professor Sena and Dr. Ashish Swami also when I came here, and for successful organization of this. And one name I cannot forget, Professor Ashok Agrawal Sahab, Dean Faculty of Commerce and Management, Rajasthan University. He actually invited me and discussed me to come here to attend this conference. Thank you very much. Thank you all participants. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Rightly said, ma'am, digital awareness is need of an hour. And even we amongst us have lost so much money by giving OTP and all. And I am also the victim of the same. Actually, ये OTP नहीं, आप call पे भी हैं. Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Ajay Sindhu, sir, IAS, Jaipur, Smart City Project. He is working as an executive director. He is a visionary, and IAS Jaipur leads the Smart City Project with expertise transforming urban landscapes. His innovative strategy redefines city living. Thank you, sir, for being here. Now this is a prize distribution time. It's time to honor and applaud the intellectual's brilliance amongst us. The Best Paper Presentation Award is on now. Is a testament to the outstanding scholarly contributions we have witnessed in 4 technical sessions that has been held so far. I invite the talented individuals across the nations behind these exceptional presentations to grace the stage. Now I request all members of the dais to come forward for the prize distribution.
नेम पहले डिस्क्लोज हो गए या नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्क्लोज? आप ऐसे कर रहे हो एंकरिंग जैसे एकदम से डिस्क्लोज करोगे.
I request Neelkamal sir ji, Vikas sir, please join.
भर्ती निकलेगी क्या?
The recipient of the first Best Paper Presentation Award of Technical Session 1 goes to Dr. Anupam Gupta, Department of EFM. Have a big round of applause. आवाज सुनाई नहीं दे रही. Anupam ma'am, you gave a wonderful presentation. Thank you. The next awardee is from the technical session 2, Dr. Ruchi Singh Maurya, Assistant Professor from Wilfred College, Jaipur.
अवार्ड तो यंग ले जाएंगे सारे. असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर.
They are having a digital brain too.
असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर ज्यादा लेके जाएंगे आप.
Ma'am has explained everything well. She has
done a primary study and she had a huge sample size and all. Thank you, ma'am. Now I call upon the stage Dr. Sonia Bajaj, Department of EFM. Dr. Sonia Bajaj. All the technicians has given best presentations from the various presentations already given. In a total 15 presentation in each session has been held, and from them only 1 or 2 presentations has been selected. She is also from the technical session too.
आप देखो अच्छा रिप्रेजेंटेशन है जबकि वैसे सर्विसेज में कम होगी लेकिन यहाँ बहुत अच्छा है.
Now I call upon the stage to get an award for the technical session 3. Vishnu Bandhu Bharti. That was the online presentation. He is not present here. Now next awardee from the technical session 4. Ansh Kumar, Bhanuja and Dr. Swati Tiwari, Associate Professor, Purnima University. I request ma'am.
एक एक दे दो एक तीनों खड़े हो जाओ.
Thank you all. The last but not least award goes to Mohit Kumar Sen, Research Scholar, SPG Government College. That's what we have been attending for last 2 days. And he was doing correction every time, I think. That's why he's a winner, right? Oh, good. Now this is a heartfelt round of applause to express our sincere appreciation to all present here. This is the time to felicitate one person who has given his hand financially to us. Shri Shalabh Kumar Vashne, Senior Manager Branch Head, PNB, to support us in the conference.
Under CSR head.
That is equally important, sir. I request Dr. Nandini Sharma, if she is present here. Dr. Preeti Gupta, ma'am. To join us in this.
हम भी करवाते हैं नगर निगम. हमारा जो अकाउंट होता है उससे करवाते हैं सारे.
And to present him a potted plant. Now I request all of you to present him with a memento. ताली कम होती दिखती है. Thank you so much, sir.
एक
Please be
स्पॉन्सर
seated
से
on
काम
the
चल गया
dais.
क्या?
हाँ जी.
एक स्पॉन्सर से काम चल गया.
बोलूंगा कि मैं उस इंस्टीट्यूट
का बैंकर हो, सर्विस प्रोवाइडर हो, इस इंस्टीट्यूट में मैंने ग्रेजुएशन किया।
Thank you so much, sir. Please be seated, sir. As we draw the curtains on the enlightening session at the national conference, it is now time to express our gratitude to the visionary leader who organized his intellectual symphony. Please join us in welcoming to the stage of our esteemed conference convener, Dr. Devinder Sharma sir. His tireless efforts, leadership, and dedication have been instrumental in making this conference a resounding success. I request sir for the vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon all. On behalf of SSN Subodh PG Autonomous College, it's a great honor and privilege to stand before to deliver a vote of thanks. At first, I would like to extend my most sincere thanks to Almighty God for making today's event grand success. I extend my sincere appreciation to Sri Rajendra Singh Ji Shekhawat, sir, sparing his precious time for our lovely audience. He didn't just win the heart of the audience, but also proved to be an amazing influencer and strong personality. His presence has left a lasting and positive impact, and we are truly grateful for his remarkable contribution. I also express my heartfelt gratitude to special guest Sri Ajay Sindhu sir, or special guest to gracing the function and illuminating the program with your presence. Your participation has added immense value, and we sincerely thank you from bottom of our heart. My special thanks to our special guest, Professor Reena Dadij, ma'am, for gracing us with her valuable presence and enlightening the gathering with her insightful contribution. Thank you, ma'am. Competition not possible without the judgment. In the series of thanks, I would like to thank our judges, chairpersons, co-chairpersons, keynote speakers of technical sessions, who spared their valuable time and declared judgment in touch of competition. A heartfelt thanks to you, our sponsor, Punjab National Bank, for their unwavering support. Your partnership has truly made the lasting impact of our endeavors. A grateful thanks to the convener, Sri Anil Gokru sir, for his consent, support, and motivation in every efforts done for the upliftment of the college. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our energetic principal, Professor K.B. Sharma sir, for awakening the passion and desire the support as under ladder to reach the pole of success. Your consent, encouragement has helped us in the best way. Thank you, Principal sir. He is not here due to some problem. My special thanks to our seniors for their constant support and suggestions throughout the program, without which it could not be a success. No one achieves success without the help of others. Above all, my heartfelt gratitude goes to dedicated committee members, volunteers, and their unwavering commitment and tireless efforts were instrumental in ensuring the smooth and successful execution of the program. Without their invaluable contribution, the achievement would not have been possible. Thank you for selfless dedication and hard work. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by dedicated colleagues. Our college
who helped in the conducting the program and very short moment till now. Thank you all. In the last simple words, I would like to thanks Pankaj sir, Mukesh ji, handling a lot of troubleshoot technical issues patiently throughout the program. And finally, the person who worked backstage and took all the small efforts together to make event a success. Thank you all. With the words regards present, my thanks. Thank you all.
समय बीत जाता है, उनको याद करने के लिए हमें लम्हे कुछ है, उनको कैद करना चाहते हैं, तो हम रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं हमारे कमेटी मेंबर से जो दिन रात लगे हुए थे 1 महीने से इस कॉन्फ्रेंस को सक्सेसफुल बनाने के लिए। आप सबको मैं रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ स्टेज पे आ जाएं और एक हम सबकी साथ में फोटोग्राफ हो जाए। सर समय है
After national anthem.
Let's stand together for a moment of national unity. All the committee members just come on the stage.